sister Irina, and father Israel Juxagenda. Next is Miss Lucy Meir. Lucy is joined by her mother and father, Brett and David Meir.
Oh, look, we got a camera. Turn around, ladies.
Now we have Miss Mariah Walker, who is joined by her mother, Sharika Catling, and her father, Joseph Walker. Next up is our homecoming prince, Jesse Davis. He is being escorted by his mother, Paula Davis.
You're trying to be me so bad.
Huh?
So you're trying to be me so bad. I'm not gonna lie, Deshaun has the fancy handle.
I'm not gonna lie. This
Okay, but like,
sucks.
Next, we are excited to welcome our homecoming princess, Braylon O'Lynn, to the field with her stepmom, Jennifer O'Lynn, and her father, Tommy O'Lynn.
We did a game together last year. He was great. And for freshman, he's a touch still. He wasn't always right.
kind of in a way.
I know.
Our next court member is Miss Parker Allen. Parker is joined by her parents, Janie and Trent Allen.
Sean, I swear to God, if you don't go out there.
That's important.
Arriving now is Miss Jakira, joined by her mother, Carissa Hayes, and her godfather, Timothy Andrews Sr. Now arriving is Miss Destiny Hamilton. She is joined by her mother, Kamisha Brown, and her uncle, Nick Stinson.
I'm ready.
Next is Miss Kaylin Newman. Kaylin is joined by her parents, Lauren and Lance Newman. Our final court member to arrive is Miss Camille Wright. Camille is joined by her parents, Jessica and Howard Wright. We would like to thank the CHS faculty and staff who have helped with the homecoming court and festivities. The homecoming queen will be crowned during the halftime ceremony.
It's for Grace at the tunnel.
Cameron! Action!
Aaron, you want to go hold this while I go get a drink, right? Yeah, you do. Okay, I'll be back.
Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock
recording anything. I don't know if it's recording or not. I'm gonna be so honest. I said I don't even know if it's recording. Cause the football team, I thought someone was in there. They went in there. So I don't know if I'm.
Friday night packed stadium is one of the best feelings that exists. The lights go on, the sun goes down, especially when fall time comes around and that cool weather hits, you just get goosebumps. And then to look out and see a stadium full of people in our community, supporting our kids, supporting our students, and trying to get them to achieve greatness.
The first time I watched the band and the football players walk through those gates, and here, I'm getting goosebumps right now. That's how exciting it was to me because I was jumping literally up and down.
I've seen big, grand, great changes in our community because of athletics in itself tying into the opportunities in arts and academics, but there is so much buy-in within the school that is bleeding out into the community. I mean, Friday Night Lights has a whole different name to it. The stadium's packed, the student section is packed, and it's just a real big community feel.
Well, to see the community, a community of 30,000 people, when on a Friday night you have, a couple thousand people show up, take everything and put it to the side and go do Friday Night Lights. I mean, it's a big deal. We're a big, small town. We have a lot of people, a very large city, but on Friday nights, it has the true feel of a small town.
You can definitely feel an energy and enthusiasm that we haven't felt, in quite a few years around here. And so it's really helped them. They feel like they're representing an up and coming, fun school to kind of be at. And so that's kind of helped us in our competitions as well.
They're truly invested into the athletic programs that we have. And you can see it growing not only on the field and the interest of the players, but also in the athletic facilities. We're being backed by corporate and local sponsors who help raise funds. And then you just see people in the stands who don't even have kids at the high school level yet, just cheering on Central Wildcats. And so it's a real cool thing to see.
There's a correlation between high academic achievement as well as high athletic achievement. And so it's known that it's a commodity that needs to be nurtured in our city and in our school system. So what I see happening is a shift because of the excellence we're demanding from our athletic side as well as our academic side.
I believe in our community. I believe in our youth. I believe in the capacity of people to love one another and to show up and show one another grace, which is what it's all about.
How do I feel? I feel proud, to be honest with you. I feel very proud and very motivated to be a part of this school system.
Cross country. Some call it a sport, others call it a way of life. But for me, it's been a journey of self-discovery. I wanted to push my limits and see what I was truly capable of. And what has it done for me? It's taught me resilience. It's shown me the power of perseverance. But most importantly, it's given me a sense of belonging. Cross country isn't just about running. It's about finding yourself in every step you take.
Wildcat Stadium, the epicenter of the city of Central. A city known for toughness and grit. A city built on camaraderie and brotherhood. Under the lights of Wildcat Stadium, witness a community unite. For generations, the people of Central have come out in full force to support their Wildcats. Our traditions and roots are strong. We celebrate the legacy of all those who have sweat and bled in the maroon and white. We are proud of our past and passionate about elevating the future. There is a new era in Central High School football.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Why do I love teaching at Central? We believe in the power of education to change lives. We're not just a school. We're a community that invests in its students and teachers. Collaboration isn't just encouraged, it's essential. Our main focus is to achieve our shared goals and make a meaningful impact on the world around us. Join us in the Central Community School System.
Undo mics and
Greetings from Wildcat Stadium, where tonight your Central High School Wildcats host the Patriots of Liberty Magnet. Mario Jerez here alongside Coach Wesley Watts, and you're watching Wildcats football. Coach Watts, good to be with you again here tonight. It was a tough loss for the Wildcats last week, 35-17 against Catholic, but the Wildcats are back at home tonight. Homecoming, good vibes at the stadium, and they're looking to bounce back and finish the month of October strong.
Absolutely. It's good. It's always good to be back home after a tough loss, and I got to watch it on the stream. It was awesome. It was awesome video, awesome quality, but obviously the results weren't what we wanted.
Yeah, it was a tough loss. Credit the Bears. That's why they're defending state champions. And we were talking about it a little bit before the game, but the up-tempo, the no-huddle definitely threw the Wildcats defense off. So, like we said, good opportunity to bounce back against a very interesting Liberty team. So the Patriots this season are 2-5 so far. They're led by head coach Andy Boone, who's in his first season. And Coach Watts, we were talking about this before the game, an interesting philosophy offensively for Liberty. They run the ball a lot, they onside kick, and they go for two-point conversions after every single touchdown. And they call this Boone ball. You've heard of Beamer ball at Virginia Tech. They call it Boone ball. And he's actually had success with this. 14 years at Avialis High. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And he led the Mustangs to 12 straight playoff appearances with this system. And he actually had a berth in the semifinals in 2021 and the quarterfinals in 2022. Did go 3-7 last year at Lakeview in his only season at the school. But it's a very interesting philosophy. I've definitely heard of high school teams around the country that do this, but I've never called a game featuring one. It should be really interesting.
Yeah, it just creates a little uncertainty, right? And he's always putting pressure on you. You know, it's almost like somebody that in basketball that's pressing the whole entire time, no matter what. So yeah, well, it's gonna be interesting to see.
Let's get to tonight's starting lineups for the Wildcats. Slowly but surely getting healthy this season is Central, and offensively it will be Jackson Furman at quarterback. At halfback, Marvin Joseph will get a majority of the reps. He'll be spelled by Jaden Garnett and Keldon Cooper at the running back position as well. The listed wide receivers that are starting tonight are Keithan Womack, Kylan Thomas, and Tyron Williams. In the slot position, in the starting offensive line from left to right, John Cummings, Graham Harris, Landon Crochet at center, Braden Ringe, and Devin Reed. That's the starting offense tonight for the Wildcats. Defensively, for defensive coordinator Anthony Camp, the starters in the secondary are Caden Loop, Marvin Joseph, Stephen Rennell, and Blason Stoken. Alex Stewart, Jake Jarrow, KD Mays are the starting linebackers here tonight. DK Mays, Connor Scott, Deshad Sheridan, and Scott Smith, the starting defensive line from left to right. Like we said, the up-tempo from Catholic coach threw off this defense a little bit, but still a lot of talent, still a lot of good to build on. Let's hope they could bounce back tonight.
Yeah, it's good. I know I was worried about Keithan last week. He looked like he had a tough injury. It's nice to see that he's back and it wasn't anything major. And, yeah, that game last week, I was surprised at how well Catholic was able to run the football against us because, I mean, the strength of our team seems to me is our front. And they just handled us. They just played really well. I mean, you said it best, Mario. All credit goes to Catholic High.
For sure. Very disciplined on both sides of the football, and they had a lot of success against Central. For what it's worth, the Wildcats have been giving up a decent amount of rushing yards in the last few games, but in the loss to Catholic, 179 rushing yards by the Bears, led by their senior running back Rylan Parker, who had 106 yards on 16 carries. And the Wildcats had a little bit of trouble with the Bears' defensive front as well as Central enters the field. To a round of applause from the fans here at Wildcat Stadium. But the rushing attacks for the Wildcats coach not as successful against Catholic. Way too many third and long scenarios. Yeah. You want to get ahead of the sticks tonight and put yourself in more favorable situations.
Absolutely. I mean, when you get behind and the sticks and they know you're having to throw the football, then the defense just pin their ears back. They can put a lot of pressure on you. They can do a lot of different things blitz-wise and just create again just difficult situations. And so, absolutely, I would expect that we come out tonight. I'm just guessing. I haven't talked to anybody. Really kind of pound the football early to establish the run.
Something tells me you're going to be right with that prediction. Wildcats coming to this game 6-1 on the season. Liberty is 2-5. Lots of festivities on hand here for homecoming, and we'll send it down to the field now for a pregame prayer and our country's national anthem.
Please bow your heads. Dear God, I want to thank you for gathering all of us here today. I want to pray over every athlete here and ask that you lay a hand over them, Father. I ask that you help us to play well and use the talents that you have blessed us with to the fullest. I pray everything we do is to glorify you and bring glory to your name. I ask that you use our training commitment to our sport to bring joy and inspiration to others. I ask that you draw near us when we fail or have to deal with the pain of an injury or disappointment. God, I ask that you speak your truth and spread your light and love through us. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Before we are led the national anthem, we'd like to take a moment to honor Louisiana football coaching legend, Charlie Baglio. Coach Bags was a pillar of the Louisiana High School Coaches Association and the Louisiana High School Athletic Association, dedicating decades of service and leadership to our community. As a head coach at Independence High School, he led his teams to a career 206 wins over 22 years, earning a remarkable 77% win rate. His accomplishments earned him a place in both the LHSAA and NHSACA Hall of Fame. Beyond his coaching success, Coach Bags played a significant role in shaping the LHSAA, serving on the LHSAA Executive Committee and as LHSCA President and co-founding the LFCA. After his high school coaching career, Coach Bags continued to make a profound impact as the Director of External Operations for LSU football, contributing to 3 national championship teams and fostering connections across the state. Coach Bags' legacy is defined not just by his achievements, but by the relationships he built and the lives he touched. Please join us in remembering this legendary figure with a moment of silence, honoring his contributions to the sport and to our community. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the CHS JROTC Color Guard and the national anthem played by the CHS Wildcat Band.
God bless America. Just about ready to play some football here at Wildcat Stadium. We are about 2 minutes away from kickoff. Mario Jerez here alongside Coach Wesley Watts, filling in for Josh Johns. No, Josh is listening. He will be back next week. Look forward to welcoming him back. And, Coach, we talked about that loss against Catholic. A lot of corrections to make, obviously, especially defensively, but wasn't all bad. Still some good to build on in that game. A 3-yard rushing touchdown for Marvin Joseph, who continues his solid sophomore season. Also had a touchdown pass from Jackson Furman to Watson towards the end of the game. So Central fought towards the very end. You like to see that. And it was the third punt block of the season for Blason Stoken on that kick that they blocked against Catholic on the Bears' second drive. So still some good to build on. You want to carry that over into tonight.
Absolutely. There was a lot of good spots throughout that game. We just couldn't sustain anything, right? And that's just sometimes it makes it tough. And against a good football team, those things, it looks a lot worse maybe than sometimes it is. I'm sure they watched film and found the good and the bad, and I know Coach Semino, I'm sure he'll have this team ready to play tonight.
I would think so. Captains are out there on the field for both teams, including for the Wildcats. Braden Ringe along the offensive line, one of the captains, along with the Mays brothers, DK and KD, and Jackson Furman out there as well. Wildcats quarterback with 5 touchdown passes on the season, 4 interceptions. He's completed 59 out of his 113 passes for 826 yards. I think he knows he's capable of playing better football now that he's played bad, but the good news is that Catholic game wasn't fatal. It wasn't an end-all, be-all game, and you still have a couple of games here before the postseason and the football that ultimately counts the most.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I thought that was a great measuring stick for the football team. You know, 6 games, 7 games into the season, we've won a couple of games probably where we didn't play our best, and that's good to be able to do. But if you're going to make the best run you can, the idea is great to get some momentum going and that you're playing your best football late in the season, and there's still room for that for sure.
Well said. Like we said, the Wildcats 6-1 on the year. Liberty is at 2-5. 3 straight losses for the Patriots coming into this one, including against Catholic. So there is a common opponent between these two. Also took the loss to Zachary, who the Wildcats will see next week. So both teams very battle-tested ahead of this matchup.
Yeah, I think the scary thing about this team is this team's good enough to beat you if you come out and lay an egg, right? And so, they better be ready to play because you don't want this to be one of those games that comes down to the fourth quarter. Right? Obviously, you should be better than them, but you still have to play. That's why you play the game. So hopefully we come off to a good start. And I know it's been a great start leading up to this game. What a great homecoming weekend. A lot of alumni around, and this is what I love about Central. It's the people here really come together and do things the right way.
Well said. Friday night lights at their finest, and there's a great crowd on hand here tonight. Stadium is packed on this side. Liberty with good representation as well on the other side. Beautiful weather here tonight in Central. Just excellent vibes for a football game as the Patriots will receive to start this game. So Central kicking off, as all kickoffs tonight are brought to you by AP Dodson. So it'll be Wildcats football to start the third quarter. Nathan Zimmer has it on the tee. He's had a good season so far kicking off. And back deep for the Patriots is Asante Williams, the senior halfback. So Patriots football to start the game.
Yeah, I feel like Zimmer has been really impressive this year. He's been so much more consistent than last year. And obviously, he's got plenty of legs. So it's sure nice to know if he can kick this thing, get it out the back of the end zone, and get off to a start where you just go play defense.
Dedrick Welch, also bat deep for the Patriots. Nathan Zimmer, ready to go for Central, puts his cleats into it, and we are underway here from Wildcat Stadium. Zimmer's kickoff finds the end zone, 1st and 10 for the Patriots, going left to right, and starting at quarterback tonight for Liberty, Bryce Preston. He runs that unorthodox offense. You'll see a lot of running plays. You'll see him go for it on every single 4th down, and you'll see 2-point conversions and onside kicks following every score.
I've been waiting for this. It's going to be fun. Yep. And I caught the little radio there, moving left to right, right?
Yes.
I like that, man. I love it.
See, it takes some getting used to.
I'll tell you, when I listen to the radio, it makes a difference.
There you
go. It really does.
There you go.
It's helpful.
Yeah, you never know if the quality is going to mess up or anything. Good to be descriptive, right?
Yeah, you get a good picture of what's really happening.
Well said. Coach Watts
Love it.
doing a great job filling in for Josh, already having fun ahead of the first snap here tonight.
Ooh. Double tight, double wing. They coming there.
Liberty football to start the game. Tight formation, as Coach said. Here's a handoff right side and a nice tackle on the first play of the game in space made by Marvin Joseph. Minimal gain on the play for Jeremiah Lutcher. 2nd and long coming up for Liberty.
Yeah, really good play by him. Little misdirection. They got everybody kind of in there tight, but there was an alley for him to bounce it up. But that was just good disciplined defense. He set the edge where they couldn't get it outside. That was for me, when it was snapped, it was a little scary there. It looked like they had an edge.
It's Owen Ellis at quarterback for Liberty. Run play on first down, set up a second and about 7 from the Patriot 23. One back in the backfield, that's Stevenson at fullback. Here's the snap. And to the right side once again, and a minimal gain, but a little bit closer to the sticks. Once again, the carry was for Lutcher. Sheridan made first contact for the Wildcats. 3rd and about 3 coming up for Liberty.
Yeah, but good job by Marvin again on setting the edge there. He just missed the tackle that time. Overran a little bit, but he didn't let him get outside, so good discipline. I mean, man, you're going to have to be really disciplined today with the way they run the football out of this set.
Shot for Wildcats to get off the field. It's Stevenson in the backfield behind Ellis. Here's the snap, pitch it left side. Once again, Lutcher trying to get there, and he won't. Taken down by a host of red jerseys. Excellent penetration from Central. Sheridan was in there on the play once again, and he had help. 4th down for Liberty.
Yeah, great job of the front. That's what we've been used to seeing a lot this season. The defensive front just dominating the line of scrimmage.
Sheridan and big DK Mays making the play on 4th down, and right away, deep in their own territory, Liberty will go for this. 4th and about 4.
Got to be smart here on the snap count.
Ball is on the Patriot 26. Same formation. Ellis in there with Colin Stevenson. Got to watch out in the misdirection with Lutcher as well. Here comes Lutcher across the line. They hand it off to Stevenson, and he's got the first down up ahead to the 32-yard line. So the little window dressing and the motion, I think, caught the Central defense napping, and Liberty gets 5 yards and a first down.
And this is really a old school. Quarterbacks runs to the sideline to get the play call from the coach. You don't see that anymore. That was back in the day when I was playing. That was kind of the common thing. So it's kind of fun to see.
Coach Watts appreciates the play.
Let's see if we can just be solid on every play, knowing that they're going to go for it on 4th down.
So Patriots move the chains on their first 4th down situation, and once again they give it to Stevenson up the middle. This time the Wildcats D a little bit more ready. Good penetration once again from Sheridan, as well as KD Mays, 2nd and about 6 coming up for Liberty.
Yeah, it don't look like much, but if you're getting 3 or 4 and you're going to run it 4 times, I mean, at some point in time, again, we had a great 3rd down play on the first set of downs and put them in 4th in a bad situation. They converted, so man, we're going to have to find a way to get a negative or at least a 0 play because, 3 yards is all it takes if you're going to go for it every 4th down.
Exactly. Already under 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Patriots eating up some clock on their first possession. Ellis puts a man in motion, gives it to Stevenson again, and he's got nowhere to go. He is walloped immediately right at the line of scrimmage by big DK Mays, and the Houston commit puts him in the turf for a 1-yard loss. Good play.
Absolutely. We need that from our best players. That's an awesome play.
Set up a 3rd and about 7. Excellent penetration, excellent form on the tackle. Textbook defense from Central. 3rd and 7 for the Patriots. They'll go for it on 4th, so they're not necessarily going to try to get the whole 7 here, although they would take that as Ellis is under center. Puts a man in motion, handoff left side. And Lutcher has some space this time. He's into the 2nd level, very close to that 1st down marker. This might be another 1st down for Liberty. And the Patriots having some success in the run game on their first drive.
Yeah, well, didn't know, like maybe we may have had some confusion in how we were supposed to be lined up there. That's the first time they've tried to get to just right off the bat straight to the edge, and he did. He got a little, he didn't get to turn the corner, but he got enough to the edge, obviously, to get the 1st down.
That was Foster on the carry. So another 1st down for the Patriots. 7:44 left in the first quarter. Scoreless here from Wildcat Stadium. Homecoming night in Central. Ellis under center again. Takes the snap. Handoff right side. This time it's Lutcher, and he's got nowhere to go. Excellent play made by Deshad Sheridan, who's got at least 3 tackles already here on the first drive. 2nd and 10 after no gain.
Great play there. So it's the first time we've gotten them for 0 gain on 1st down. So maybe that'll turn the tide here.
Got to be disciplined. Not as fast-paced as Catholic was last week, but there's a lot of shifts. There's a lot of motion. Just got to stay home.
I mean, this is exactly what Liberty wants to do. I mean, just they're taking their time. Again, you're almost halfway through the first quarter, and 8 plays have been run?
They're eating up a lot of clock, 2nd and 10, and we have some movement on the offensive line. We'll see what they get here.
I think it was 21, the tight end on the right-hand side, but I am not positive.
We await the call from the officials. First penalty of the night. Relatively clean game against Catholic last week. Looks like they might get Liberty for a false start here. Still awaiting a formal call. 6:49 left in the first quarter. Scoreless between Central and Liberty.
I think they're flipping a coin to see which. I'm just kidding.
It looked like they actually were. They are taking their time conferring on this call, however.
I think Liberty flinched, but.
False start.
I think they got that one right.
Good call. Good eye,
call.
Coach.
Good call.
I think you were right. Against 21. Not seeing a 21 on our roster, unfortunately.
No, I don't see him. I mean, it's hard to miss him. He's about 6'5" and stands out above everybody.
Well said. We'll see if we can get some confirmation on that, but it will put the Patriots well behind the 6, 2nd and 15. Now backed up to the Patriot 38. Clock is live with 6:40 left in this first quarter. First possession of the game as they're trying to take it close to the halfway mark here in the first quarter. It's Ellis under center again. And another whistle.
And that clock, we've lost 19 seconds there. So if they don't start the clock on the referee's signal for play, we just lost 19 seconds.
We'll see if they make an adjustment.
No, he's winding it, so I would expect Liberty to kind of let that clock be up. They're just going to stand there for a little bit, and they're not snapping it before 10.
2nd and 15. Another motion. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Read nicely by the Central defense. Good tackle made by Camden Rankin.
Yep.
Minimal gain for Lutcher. 3rd and long coming up for Liberty.
Great play by Camden. That was an inside counter, and he did a great job of not getting too deep in the backfield so he overran it, which is hard to do. You see the ball going away. It's so easy to want to go chase and kind of get out of a lane, and he did a really good job of taking a good angle on that.
3rd and long. They will go for this on 4th down. If they don't make it, Ellis under center. Quick motion, a play fake. First pass attempt of the night for the Patriots, and Stevenson is open in the flat. He's close to a first down into Wildcats territory, all the way down to the Central 48. Excellent read by Ellis, who had a lot of space rolling out to his left. He found Stevenson for a nice catch and run. First down, Patriots.
Yeah, that's what they do. They lull you to sleep. You lull you to sleep and then kind of sneak a guy out of the backfield. And it reminds me of the old 80s of Coach Butch Wax at Denham Springs High School. It looks so sick, except they were in the Power I, but it's the same type of philosophy, and they just put you in a bind if you just don't stay home every single play and play your responsibility.
Got to be disciplined. 1st and 10 for the Patriots at the Central 47. Here's the snap. Handed off left side. No space at all for Foster. Excellent penetration once again by Central. Host of Wildcats were there, including Stewart and Scott Smith Jr. 2nd and 10 coming up for Liberty. Maybe got a yard. 2nd and 9.
I'm going to call a turnover right here. I don't know how. We're going to rip it. Some kind of way we're going to rip it free.
Call your shot, Coach.
Yeah, we got to change the tempo of this game. I know it's early, but, man, I mean, at this pace, they're going to keep the ball the whole first quarter.
Wildcats have been opportunistic, both on defense and special teams this season. Liberty offense has eaten up more than half of this first quarter already. Just hit on a pass play for the last first down, 2nd and 9. Here's the snap, handed off right side to Lutcher. Looking for room. He's down to the Central 44. Nice tackle made by Jarrow, who had that pick 6 in the last home game against Woodlawn. 3rd and about 7 coming up for Liberty.
So it'll be the 3rd time we've had them in 3rd and more than 5. And they've converted once on 4th down, but every other 3rd down they've converted. So let's see if we can figure something out here.
3rd and 7. See if the Wildcats can get off the field. Liberty converted on their last 3rd down situation. Ellis has done a nice job so far. Nice job selling the fakes. Completed his only pass. See what the Patriots do here. Stevenson in the backfield once again. Here's the motion. They hand it off to Stevenson up the middle, and he falls forward for positive yardage, but it was read nicely by the Wildcats. Good team defense by Scott Smith Jr. and Alexander Stewart. 4th and about 5 coming up for Liberty.
Yep, they just got it in that just manageable amount. That's the same play they ran on the fourth down, the first series, and they converted, so we played it much better that time.
Ball is on the 43. Sticks are at the Wildcat 37, so that'll make it 4th and 6 for the Patriots. 2nd, 4th down situation. We'll see if the Wildcats defense can come through and get off the field here.
Yep. Be huge if we can do that. In your offense, you have all that hype, you get all warmed up. Now your offense sitting on the sideline for 15 minutes, and it makes the game tough.
4th down for the Patriots, and you had a flinch on the right side. I believe they're going to get Saden Foster for the false start here. Make it even more difficult.
Yep, good call there, Coach Mario.
Thank you.
Very called it on us.
Encroachment.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I absolutely didn't see it.
They might not have seen the
wingback jumped. He flinched.
He definitely did. And I don't think just given his sight line, he was forced to do that or inspired.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody moving or, looking like they were coming across the line of scrimmage.
Agreed. May have missed that one. Either way, it stays 4th down, but a lot more manageable now. 4th and 1 from the Wildcat 38.
Coach Semino didn't argue a lot. He talked to the official for a second, so they must have gotten it right.
Guess so. Not as bad as that call in the Vikings game last night. 4th and 1. Liberty offense stays on the field, as they do for every 4th down.
Yeah.
Stevenson.
Come on, D.
In the backfield again. Ellis under center. More movement. This time it's clear the Wildcats did move along the right side of the defensive line.
Yep. First time they've gone on the longer count and got us.
They're going to get Stewart. So 2 straight encroachment penalties. It was 4th and 11 for Liberty. Turns into a 1st and 10 via penalty.
That hurts.
Man, can't give them opportunities.
Yep. I kept waiting for them to go on a longer count and said, well, maybe they just don't do it. And sure enough, it was great timing by them. I'll give them that. That's the first time. That's great timing.
2:57 left in this first quarter. Scoreless between Central and Liberty, but the Patriots on the move here. Getting deeper and deeper into Wildcats territory. Ellis under center, a play fake. Ellis back to throw. He's under heavy pressure, but he gets away, and now he'll take off right side, trying to get away from Marvin Joseph. Forced out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Kind of made something out of nothing. Good effort by Ellis, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, great play by the quarterback there because we got him dead, and a 10, 15-yard loss would be huge.
Nice job dodging the Wildcats defense there. Been very impressed by this Patriots offense so far. Very disciplined. Everybody knows their roles, and they're trying to get some points.
This is exactly, they couldn't have scripted this any better in terms of what they wanted to do coming into this game.
2nd and 7. Ellis puts a man in motion again. It's Stevenson on the fullback dive, and he breaks away into the second level of the Wildcats defense, and Stevenson still on his feet. Wildcats trying to strip the football, and Stevenson making him pay. Colin Stevenson, another first down carry all the way down to around a Central 10, or officially at the Wildcat 11.
Just the old school football trap, and the first guy doesn't make the tackle, and then he's off into secondary.
So the Wildcats defense being tested here on the first offensive possession for Liberty. The Patriots knocking on the door, 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 11-yard line. They could still get a first down without getting a touchdown here. Same formation. 2 offset backs to each side. Fullback in the backfield, it's Stevenson. Once again up the middle. Stevenson breaking some more tackles and gets even closer down to the Wildcat 6. And Colin Stevenson running hard for Liberty. 4 more.
He's like an offensive guard with number 40 on his jersey, and he's a load. You don't have to run fast if you can just keep your balance like that and just all that momentum and weight. It's tough.
Make it 2nd and 6 for Liberty. Less than 90 seconds to play in this first quarter. Wildcats defense looking for a goal line stand. Only 2 passes on this entire drive for Liberty. Or 2 pass attempts.
Yep.
Only one that Ellis actually let go.
It's 1 for 1.
Now Stevenson stays in the backfield. Man in motion. Pitch out to Lutcher, and he's got nowhere to go. Excellent fit into the gap by the Wildcats defense, and it was read perfectly by Scott Smith Jr. Maybe lost a yard on the play. 3rd down for Liberty.
So we've done a great job on that one. It's just a little toss power, and we've handled that one all night long. It just seems like the little quick hitting inside play that's giving us fits.
Excellent read by Smith Jr. to take him down to the 6. Set up a 3rd down for Liberty. Again, they will go for this on the next possession. They do have some kickers listed on the roster, but not expecting them to see the field as it's 3rd and 5. Ellis puts a man in motion, takes a snap, option left side, hand it off to
Nice
Lutcher, or
play.
pitch it to
What a
Lutcher, and
great
he's taken
play.
down at the 6 by Loop, who read it perfectly. And Caden Loop takes him down, makes it 4th down for Liberty.
That'll be the last play of the first quarter. Mario, they're not going to run it before the clock runs out.
That will indeed be the last play of the first quarter. A surprise result here as we are scoreless, and Liberty has eaten up the entire first quarter clock. We are scoreless here from Wildcat Stadium after the first quarter. 0 for the Wildcats and 0 for Liberty. We head to the second quarter of play, and we'll be back after this short break. You're watching Wildcats football.
Please turn your attention to the west 40-yard line, where a group of alumni have gathered on the field. This group represents alumni from the classes of 5, spanning from 1955 to 2015. We are proud to welcome them home to Wildcat Stadium. Among this crowd were members of the Student Council, Silks, Band, Track, JROTC, Swim Team, Helping Hands, and Best Buddies, Sports Medicine, Basketball, Cheer, and more. We thank you for coming home and being with us tonight. Classes of 6s, we'll see you next year. Let's give a round of applause for these alumni. I got it.
And we head to the second quarter of play here from Wildcat Stadium, scoreless between Central and Liberty, but the Patriots offense has had the ball for the entire game so far. They eat up the entire first quarter clock, and they're knocking on the door here. Can get a first down without a touchdown. 4th and 5 from the Wildcat 6-yard line.
Yeah, Mario, I don't know. I can honestly say I've watched, decades of football. I've never seen a team keep the ball the entire first quarter. I have never seen it.
Nor have I. Credit the Patriots. Great start to the game. Wildcats faithful on their feet here.
Coach,
Make some noise for the defense and a timeout.
Yeah, Coach Semino, they came out in a different formation. That's something we haven't seen this entire night. So he obviously has seen this on film and wanted to make sure we're prepared for it. Smart by him. I mean, it's a big play.
Timeout on the play. Wildcats coming into this game at 6-1, are coming off the loss last week against Catholic, 35-17. Meanwhile, Liberty comes into this one 2-5. As we mentioned in the pregame, they're led by Andy Boone. In his first season at the school, has had a lot of success as a head coach in the state. 14 years at Avoyelles High, led the Mustangs to 12 straight playoff appearances. Burst in the semifinals in 2021 and the quarterfinals in 2022. 3-0 in his only season last year at Lakeview. But if anything, I respect the creativity. I respect the ingenuity. Like, it takes a lot of guts to run that system in the first place. And he's done it for a long time and has had some success.
Absolutely. And it's just, again, it's something you don't ever see, so you're not really prepared for it, and it takes some time to get adjusted. And I would say that 2-5 record's a little bit maybe misleading. They've played some really good teams. You know, and I hate to do this, but I know you're not from there, but it's Avoyelles.
Avoyelles,
yes.
No, thank you for the correction.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd have to say it again. I was like, one time it don't matter.
I was hoping somebody would know, so thank you.
I didn't think we'd have to say that again tonight.
Now we won't.
But you're right. You know, he believes in it. Obviously, he has his team believing in what they're doing because they're out there competing and playing hard. And, man, it's created some problems.
That it has.
But we can change the game right here with one play.
Yes, sir. All that can result in 0 points. The defense can come up big here. Ellis under center. He's about to throw. Now rolling out in some trouble. Puts it up for the end zone. A lot of contact, and there's the flag.
Bad call.
They're going to get looped for a pass interference. Coach Watts doesn't like the call. He was step for step in coverage with, I believe that was Lutcher, but they'll get Central on the flag.
Can we see it?
Did have some contact. Not
no,
sure
there
he
was
even
contact.
pulled him down, though.
I just thought the receiver stopped, and the defensive guy has the right to go play through the ball. And, we had him again. The quarterback made that play. We had him sacked. Yeah. I just felt like the receiver kind of changed direction and ran back into us, going after he was going after the ball, but I guess the hard thing is if you don't turn your eyes back around to find the ball, you're pretty much going to get PI.
Exactly. And he did sell it.
Dang, we had him stopped. We had him sacked. Quarterback did a good job of just getting the ball off.
It will stay 4 down, but had the distance, so 4th and about 2 for Liberty. Got to get to the Central 1-yard line to move the sticks.
I have a hard time believing they're not going to give it to big number 40 again.
Same formation. Stevenson in the backfield. Lutcher and Foster flanking each side in a penalty. Wildcat saying it's going on Liberty. Big call, and they signaled timeout on the field before the play clock expired. At least one referee did. So it looks like Liberty may have averted disaster here. They did get the timeout in time.
So they called timeout before they jumped because there was movement, but they had called timeout.
So that'll make it, or keep it 4th down, 11:54 left in the second quarter. Mario Jerez here alongside Coach Wesley Watts. Very grateful for your tuning in tonight.
Yeah, glad to be here. There's a lot of strategy going on for a 4th down and 3 in the first quarter or second quarter now, but obviously with the game shortened so much, every play becomes big. And my hope is offensively we don't come out and press thinking, oh gosh, we got to score. We got to keep the ball, because if you come out and have a quick series and you're right back out there, that can become deflating. So hopefully we can just play free on offense.
Well, it's a big play. They ate up all that clock in the first quarter, and it could be all for naught.
Which would be great. You know, you stop them here, you change the whole momentum of the game. You feel like you're actually losing even though the game's tied. You stop them here, the whole game changes, in my opinion.
Big play, 4th down. Can't get the first without the touchdown. Ellis under center, puts a man in motion. It's Lutcher, right side, cuts it back towards the middle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown for Liberty. Jeremiah Lutcher takes it in on 4th down, and after all that, the Patriots find pay dirt. What a start to the game for the road team.
I'm sure Coach Boone's over there just thinking, man, it couldn't have gone any better. Lots of time off the clock. Punching it in, and they motioned. They lined up differently. And they motioned right back to that same formation that Coach Semino called timeout on a while ago, and got right back in the same set. And so I don't know if we didn't maybe move when it needed to, but great job by Liberty.
6-0, and they'll go for 2, as they will after every score. It's Stevenson up the middle, and he's upended near the line of scrimmage. It was well read by Mays, and the Wildcats defense takes a little bit of the sting away as they stop the Patriots on the 2-point conversion. And with 11:44 left in this first quarter, it'll stay Liberty 6, Central 0. Nice job there on the stop. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Wildcats football. (6-0) Liberty on top of Central with 11:44 left in the second quarter. The Patriots defense, or the Patriots offense, I should say, ate up the entire first quarter clock, and then Jeremiah Lutcher takes it in from 3 yards out to draw first blood. And here's where it stays interesting, Coach Watts. They will onside kick this, as they do after every score.
Again, every play there's just more pressure on every play. You just can't afford to make a mistake. And that's just what Boone Ball is. They just put pressure on you on every play. And so let's see if we can take care of business here and make sure we get the ball on offense.
Hussein Salim with the onside kick, puts it in the air, and it's controlled by the Wildcats. Fielded nicely at the 45-yard line, and the Central offense will finally take the field. Nice job by Deshad Sheridan, and the Wildcats offense looking for an answer.
Yeah, good job by Deshad. I was hoping he would just get down. He took off running. I'm thinking, man, last thing we need is to put the ball on the ground.
Yes, didn't want that because the Patriots do have the momentum here, and you made a good point in the last segment, Coach. 2-5 record, but 2 of those losses to Catholic and Zachary, and this is a team that's been battle-tested. They're definitely looking to build on some of the hard work that they've put in.
Yep, but now here we go. We've got good field position, and let's see if we can establish a line of scrimmage on offense because I really think we need to be able to run the football tonight.
Jackson Furman in an empty set to start the game for Central, 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 47. Womack in motion. Here's the quick pass caught by Keithan. It's got some blockers. Nice cut towards the middle of the field, and he flattens the defender. Good finish to the run after the catch by Keithan Womack. Got about a 6-yard gain. 2nd down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, great start. Good call by Coach Morris there. That's actually like a running play. It's just kind of a little swing pass and getting it to one of your better players, and Keithan Womack, and great first down play.
Womack's second leading receiver coming into this game behind Kylan Thomas. KT's had an excellent season. 2nd down for the Wildcats. Furman in the shotgun again, this time with Garnett, and they definitely crossed the line of scrimmage there. Should be an offside penalty or a neutral zone infraction. To be technical, looks like John Davis, number 16, the junior linebacker, was past the line. Free first down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Now into Liberty territory as the ball's at the 41-yard line, 6-0. Patriots lead after a score and an unsuccessful 2-point conversion, unsuccessful onside kick as well. So Central started this drive at its own 47. Jackson takes the snap. He's back to throw, steps up, puts up a deep ball down the sideline, looking for Thomas, who almost caught it with one hand and made an incredible play inside the 5-yard line. Had a step or two on Ashton LaFleur, the cornerback, but not quite there. 2nd down.
I would tell you that was a great throw. Defensive back wasn't in a bad position. That was a great throw. You know, we've talked, Jackson has had times this year where the deep ball he throws a little bit flat maybe. He threw that one perfectly. One of the best deep balls I've seen him throw this year. So just tough. It would have been a good catch, but it was a great throw.
Definitely would have had a play of the game candidate there early had KT come down with that one, but it makes it 2nd and 10. Ball spotted at the Patriot 41. Furman gets some instructions from the Central sideline. Here's Jackson. Option to the right side. Now cuts it back towards the middle. Read nicely by Liberty. Keith Joseph made the tackle on the play. Maybe a gain of 1 for Furman. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Wildcats.
I feel like we're probably going to be a go for it on 4th down here in this situation. Where we are, you're kind of in that, punt's not going to gain you enough. You don't want to give them the ball back too quickly if you can help it. So I know it's 3rd and 9, but I feel like we have 2 downs to get it.
I would tend to agree with you. Wildcats only went for it once on 4th down last week against Catholic, unsuccessful. 3rd and 9 here as Furman is back to throw. Just a 3-man rush from Liberty. Jackson puts it up middle of the field, and Womack came back for the ball at the 33, but he could not hold on after it hit him in the chest. Closest Liberty player was Maurice Barber, or Aiden Rowley, 4th down for the Wildcats and the special teams unit on the field.
Yeah, another great throw by Jackson. And the guys have made those catches all year long, but that's, just plays you got to make. And that's where the pressure comes in, where you don't have the ball much. You're not kind of in a rhythm, and he's been sitting around. So not to make an excuse. We've got to make those pitching catches. And, again, 2 great throws. We've got to make those catches.
Not created equal, but 2 drops for the Wildcats on that first drive. And Zimmer.
And I was exactly right. We did punt on 4th down, just like I said we would. And I get it. I get it.
That last punt brought to you by Central Crossthreads as Loop downs it at the Liberty 13. So the Patriots, with 9:48 in the second quarter, have a 6-0 lead and the ball here in Wildcat Stadium. Let's give a word to our sponsors. This next time out is brought to you by our legacy sponsor, Carmina's Collision Center. Stay local and go see Nick and his staff for quality and expert care at Carmina's Collision Center. We'd also like to recognize these maroon level sponsors: A&B, General Plumbing, Bank of Zachary, CAS, Roofing and Advising, D&L Electric, and Davis Law Firm. Thank you for all your support of Central High School football.
pillars of the community. Those businesses, they're just great businesses here in Central and do a lot of work for a lot of people, and a lot of support for Central High School.
Great people. Appreciate all of our partners here on the broadcast. Having a blast despite the Wildcats trailing in this game 6-0. 9:48 to go in the second quarter. Here's a handoff right side. Read nicely by Central initially, but they break away from it, and this is going to be a big play all the way down to the Liberty 30. What an effort by Jeremiah Lutcher, who just got in the end zone, apparently wants more. 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
Yeah, I don't know how you got out of that because we dominated the line of scrimmage there and had him bottled up for a 5-yard loss. Next thing you know, he pops out of it.
Jeremiah Lutcher, the senior safety / running back, with an excellent start to this game. Just got in the end zone from 3 yards out on the last drive, and Patriots back on the move. 1st and 10 from their own 33. It's been this same formation all game.
So they make a little tweak to it, a little subtle motion to it.
I believe this is Lutcher again up the middle, and look at him drag Central defenders all the way down to the Liberty 39. The Patriots, the more physical team here in the first half, as Lutcher picks up about 6 more.
Yep, I feel like we're moving the line of scrimmage, but we just can't get enough of a solid play on the guy with the football. Just getting an arm on him and maybe a shoulder on him, and we're going to have to really start dominating the line of scrimmage a little bit better. If at all possible, I don't know. They're not bad.
2nd and 4. Lutcher in motion again, but it's Stevenson this time. Up the middle, trying to push the pile. Better job by the Wildcats this time around. Multiple red jerseys in on the tackle. It'll make it 3rd down for Liberty. Nice job there not letting them get to the second level.
Again, every play is a positive play, though. I mean, we're going to have to make some negative plays, which they make it hard for you to do, just to put them in tougher situations. I mean, that was, 2nd and 5, and it didn't look like much, but now it's 3rd and 2.5. I mean, that's a big difference.
Gives you a lot more ability as a play caller. Here's the snap. Lutcher again, right side, now towards the middle, trying to push the pile, and he's very close to that marker. Yards after contact once again for Jeremiah Lutcher.
4th down, but 4th and about a foot.
He is short. And another 4th down situation for Liberty. 2 for 2 on their first drive.
Again, one stop, one turnover can change the whole momentum of this game.
And a timeout on the field. 7:36 left in the second quarter. Patriots asking for a flag.
I think they might be asking for a measurement. Well, you're on turf. You can see where the 4th down marker is and where the down marker is and where the ball is. So
we'll see. The sticks are at the Wildcat 43.
Yep, it's touching the line.
And it looks like they changed the call. 1st down Liberty.
Yep. I mean, the marker was on the line and the ball's touching the line, so the hash mark. So pretty obvious.
Yeah. And in real time, it looked like he did get it, to be honest with you.
Yep.
What a game so far for Jeremiah Lutcher. Doing it all for Liberty. 1st and 10 from the Patriot 43. Liberty up 6-0. 2-5 Liberty. Shocking 6-1 Central so far. Here on homecoming for the Wildcats, no less. Man in motion, the fake, rolling out to his right, and in trouble is Ellis. He will be taken down this time as the Wildcats try to strip it, but they do put him in the grass at the 33-yard line. It's Connor Scott getting credit on the sack. Big loss on the play.
Yeah, there's the negative play that we needed, and it'll change a quarterback. I'm not sure what the situation is, but that's the little bootleg that they hit early in the game on a 3rd and long, and great play by us that time.
You're right. There is a new quarterback in there, and that's honestly why I was confused in the intro, because I saw Preston out there in warm-ups. Might be a 2-quarterback system here.
Yep. And he's a good-looking young man. He's long and he's sophomore, young, so they may be just trying to get him some snaps. But I don't know if you do that in a game where everything you've done's worked.
Agreed. Lutcher has some space on the stretch play right side. He's into the second level once again, close to Central territory, all the way down to the 48 before he's taken down by K.D. Mays. Set up a 3rd down and manageable for Liberty.
Yeah, they're right back on schedule. You know, we get the big play that we need to make it 2nd and 15 or 16, and And there we go. They're right back on. They pick up 10 or 12, and they're right back on schedule. So now they have 2 downs to get 5 yards.
They're disciplined. Down, situation, distance, doesn't look like it makes a difference.
They just do a really good job. They pound it inside, and then they hit it. They kind of get a quick burst on the edge. And if you're just at all not ready to play, they've run by you.
They will make you pay. 3rd and 5. Stevenson up the middle, breaks a tackle into the second level, and Colin Stevenson continues his strong first half, pushes the pile into Wildcat territory all the way down to the Central 45. Another first down for Liberty.
Wow. Had them at 2nd and 16, and 2 plays later, here they go. They keep it.
Man, like you said, even through the negative play, Patriots persevere, and they're back in Central territory.
There's hope that we wear them down where they might get tired and start making mistakes versus them wearing us down. And right now it looks like we've gotten a little high on defense, like kind of looking for the ball instead of just really attacking your gap and maintaining your position so the ball just somebody else makes a tackle.
We're not even 40 minutes into this game in real time, and already under 5 minutes to play in the first half as Lutcher takes the pitch right side. This time he has nowhere to go. Read beautifully by the Central defense. Multiple Wildcats in on the play, including Deshad Sheridan, who's been active here in this first half. 2nd and 10 for Liberty. Gave him a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9.
See if we can keep these. I really feel like our defensive front's been so good. Let's see if we can find a way to get them get their pad level down and just control that line of scrimmage a little bit more. Quit peeking over trying to find the ball.
2nd and 9, man in motion, fake to Lutcher, roll out to the right again, and he's got a man wide open near the 20, and it's caught. This will be a touchdown for the Patriots. Liberty shocking the crowd here inside of Wildcat Stadium as it's a wide open catch and run for Dedrick Welch, who pulls away from the Wildcats defense. What a play call. Great execution. First touchdown pass of the night for Bryce Preston.
That's what they do. They lull you to sleep, lull you to sleep, and next thing you know, you're watching the ball instead of playing your responsibility.
Wow. Nice throw, nice catch. Easy money, and Liberty up by double digits, and now the Patriots will go for 2. Preston under center again, puts Lutcher in motion. It's Stevenson up the middle, pushing the pile, waiting for the signal.
They gave it to him.
And on the late signal, they say it is good as the ball breaks the plane, and with 4:14 left in this first half, the Patriots lead Central 14-0. What a start for Liberty.
Yep, we've run 6 plays in the first half, and you're down 14-0. And there's only 4 minutes left to go.
We're back after this small break. You're watching Wildcats football. .414 left in this first half, and a surprising result on the scoreboard so far. Liberty leads Central 14-0. Nice catch and run on the last play for Dedrick Welch on the touchdown catch from Bryce Preston. And credit the Patriots, off to a great start here on the road. Ensuing kickoff brought to you by AP Dodson, and some space on the return here as Central will have good field position once again all the way down near the Wildcat 49. Nice return by Maurice Stewart. 1st and 10 Wildcats looking to stop the bleeding.
Yep, that was a great return. It was good field position. You smell something burning?
I do. I think that's the heater.
Okay, it's
no
fine.
Big deal. Just got to turn that thing down.
Let it warm up. We need it.
Yeah.
We need something to get the heat going on here for that.
Yes, sir. Not seeing any fireworks on the field, at least not yet, and thank God there are none up here.
Yeah, and they've done it. I mean, Liberty's done a great job of taking this homecoming crowd out of the game and all the excitement, and just we got to find a way to create a spark right here.
Coach Simino looking even keel on the Central sideline. His Wildcats trail 14-0 and a flag down before the play. Looks like maybe a sideline infraction.
Yeah, going to be a sideline warning, which First time, it's just a warning.
Was that on the towel person? That seems a little cruel. Either way, it is a warning, as Coach Watts said, so it'll stay 1st and 10. Got to be careful down there.
I just think in a game like this, the way they shorten it, those plays become big. We had 2 drops. Those are just magnified. It's like having 5 drops, right? And see if we can get something going here.
Got to make
the momentum.
Got to make this drive count. Second offensive possession for Central. Furman back to throw. Here comes the Liberty blitz. Lets it go. Middle of the field, and an excellent slag by Kylan Thomas. After that pass was a little bit behind him, but he made the play anyway. A gain of 12 down to the Liberty 41.
Yeah, great job by him. That's a great catch. That's huge coming back from probably dropped one that was a little easier catch than that. That was a really tough catch in traffic. A good throw, but the defender was right there. So great job by Kylan.
1st and 10, KT, the leading receiver for Central coming into this game. Sets up a Wildcats first down, brought to you by Carmina's Collision Center. Furman takes the snap, hands off to Garnett. Jaden Garnett puts his shoulder pads down, falls forward, gets some positive yardage, gain of maybe 3, down to the Liberty 38. Good defensive play by the Patriots. Combination of Jamie Covington and Peyton Thornton take down the ball carrier.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see us establish the run a little bit better tonight, but it seems like we're struggling a little bit. You say that, we've run 10 plays, so hard to say that we're struggling.
Exactly. Got to find some rhythm here. They are on Liberty's side of the field again, however. They punted from around the 30 on the first drive. Here's the snap. Play fake. Quick pass is caught. Kylan Thomas has some blocks. He's down the sideline. He's inside the 25 of Liberty. They'll mark him down there. A big gain for Kylan Thomas. 13 more and another first down for the Wildcats. Brought to you by Carmina's.
Yeah, we can change the whole momentum. Stick one in right here in the end zone and then get a stop on defense some kind of way. Maybe we can do it in time to get the ball back before the end of the half.
And Jackson's in a good rhythm, really, on both drives. Protection's been excellent. He really looks comfortable out there.
Yep, every ball he's thrown's looked good so far.
1st and 10 Wildcats on the move at the Liberty 25. Trailing 14-0 here with 2:30 left in the first half. Wildcats will receive to start the second half. Furman hands it off to Garnett, looking for room along the right side. Stiff arms a man and is inside the Liberty 20. Oh, my goodness, what a stiff arm by Jaden Garnett. Might have an early candidate for the hammer hit of the week. Check this out.
That might be it. I don't know if that was a stiff arm or just a throw you out of the way. Like, get out of the way, little boy. Oh, goodness.
Well said.
Yes, goodness.
What a finish to the run. Looked like Maurice Barber, the safety, got the worst of that one. 2nd and 1 after the 9-yard gain. See if they go back to Garnett here. Furman communicating with his O-line. Makes one more adjustment. 2 seconds on the play clock. Here's Jackson. Back to throw. Lets it go for the end zone. Incomplete. Trying to hit Kylan Thomas in the near corner. Had a little bit of space as he got separation from Barber, but the pass not there. 3rd down for the Wildcats.
Actually, a great call against the coverage that we had. And for some reason, I don't know, Kylan turned one way and then had to adjust to it. I don't know where the mix-up was, but Jackson was throwing the corner out. It looked like he was looking over his inside shoulder at first and then had to adjust. And that could have been a touchdown if things, if he just turns the, I don't want to say the right way because I don't know what he saw.
I feel you. 3rd and short. Here's a handoff to Joseph. Bounces left side. Now back towards the middle. Marvin Joseph running hard down to the Liberty 10. It's a gain of 6 at an ideal time. 1st and goal for the Wildcats. Brought to you by Carmina's. First and goal. Big spot here. You want to finish this drive with a touchdown. 2 timeouts left for each team here in the first half. Central looking for its first points. Furman puts a man in motion and a whistle.
This is like timeout Liberty.
It is the second timeout for the Patriots here in the first half, and with 1:13 remaining, it is Liberty 14 and Central 0 here from Wildcat Stadium. Mario Jerez along with Coach Wesley Watts filling in for Josh Johns. We hope to have Josh back on the broadcast next week. And while we have a moment, let's hear from our sponsors. This next time out is brought to you by our legacy sponsor, Keys Pro Paint and Body. Located off of Hooper Road at 9950 Hooper, Keys Pro Paint and Body has excellent service and are wonderful people to work with. Special thanks as well to Central Cross Threads for their commitment to support Central High School football through their Loyal Level Gridiron Scholarship. We'd also like to recognize these Maroon Level sponsors: Drew Dilio, State Farm, GM Cable, Hunt's Tires, Pro Car Care, ISC Constructors LLC, and Letheon Anastasia Services LLC. Thank you for all your support of Wildcats football. First and goal, 1:13 left here in the first half, and Coach, you definitely want to get in the end zone here and create some momentum for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and if you get in the end zone before the half and the half runs out, you get the ball back, this game could change drastically from down 2 touchdowns to a tie game. But let's make sure we take care of the ball and punch this thing in. Finally kind of got going in the rhythm. I almost feel like they called timeout kind of like in a basketball game, like to just change the momentum. If nothing else, just to slow it down, keep it at that methodical pace that they like.
Let's see if it works. First and goal, Central. As Joseph back in the game. Here's Furman rolling out to his right. Had Womack once again inside the 10, and it's the third drop of the first half for the Wildcats offense. Second and goal. Maybe tried to run before he had full possession there, Coach.
Yep. He tried to take off before he called it. Again, Jackson's throwing the ball well tonight, and so that's it. That's encouraging. I mean, it gives us a chance to know that we can throw it and get back in this game if we don't punch this in.
Wildcats are in the Neighbors Federal Credit Union red zone. Second and goal, Furman. Marvin Joseph put in motion to the right. Here's Jackson, puts it up for Joseph in the end zone, and it's almost intercepted. Might have caught it off the carom. No. Disaster averted for Central, but a great defensive play by Azante Williams, who stepped in front of the route, almost picked that off. Third and goal.
Yeah, you had him, and defensive back did a good job falling off late. And just kind of got lucky and got back into play. I think he went to the right spot, and he was there.
So they'll try again, third and goal. Ball spotted at the 10. Need to get in the end zone here. No first down opportunity for Central. Furman in an empty set. Big play here, third and goal. 63 seconds left in the first half. Liberty showing blitz. Here's the snap. 5-man rush for the Patriots. Furman puts it up in the end zone. Incomplete. Middle of the field. Some Wildcats asking for a penalty, but no flag there as he was trying to hit Marcus Watson in the end zone, bring up a fourth and goal.
Yeah, hard to tell whether the ball hit him in his hands or not. Again, great protection. We have time to throw it, and just got to be able to pitch and catch.
Fourth and goal, and the offense staying out there for Central. Risky play, but also kind of get it.
Yeah, I think the plays are there. It's just a matter of executing them and getting them done, and we're probably going to call timeout here. I don't think he likes what he sees.
8 seconds on the play clock, and there is a timeout for Coach Simino. One left for the Wildcats if they choose with 59 seconds left in this first half. The Wildcats will talk it over.
Yep.
14-0, Liberty leads. Mario Jerez here alongside Coach Wesley Watts. Entertaining game so far. Credit the Patriots. Coming out with a lot of energy. 2-5 this season. Just took a couple of tough losses to Catholic as well as Zachary, but Coach Boone's squad really coming to play here. We talked about that Boone ball before the game, Coach, going for it on every fourth down, onside kicks after every touchdown, and that's certainly been to their benefit, but really just the effort, the execution for Liberty has been better than Central, at least so far.
Yeah, 100%. They've controlled the tempo. They've executed when they had to, and this is tough. You're asking a lot for high school kids right here to really show a lot of grit and a lot of poise to know that, we're still in this game, and not to put pressure on every single play, but it starts to get that way. I mean, this is one of the fastest halves of football I've ever seen. And this drive by us has taken a little time because we've had some incomplete balls, and big play right here, obviously.
Fourth and goal.
Captain Obvious.
Wildcats trying to get on the board. Furman in the shotgun with Garnett. Here's Jackson for the end zone. It is caught off of the tip almost by the Wildcats, but it falls incomplete. They almost had a chance. in the back of the end zone. It looked like he had come down with it initially, but right through the hands of two Wildcats receivers, and drops have plagued Central here in the first half as it went through Womack's hands initially, and then Williams looked like he had a good shot at it about 5 yards deep in the end zone, but it falls incomplete, and the Patriots defense keeps the momentum.
I don't know if I've ever seen two drops on the same play, but that's what it looked like. It was really close to where I know it would have been tough, but I thought the first ball was obviously catchable, and then the tip was catchable.
Looked like he had come down with it, but the Patriots coming away with another big stop.
Yeah, and the bad thing, we don't have enough timeouts now to really stop it to get the ball back unless they turn it over.
I was going to say the clock is definitely to their benefit as they'll just take a knee here, and I don't blame them as Coach Boone content to go to the locker room with the 2-score lead.
I would do absolutely the same thing.
Wow, so the Wildcats oh so close to their first touchdown, but coming up just short, and they'll trail, it looks like 14-0 going into the second half. It will be Wildcats football to start the second half, but credit Liberty. Big catch and run for Dedrick Welch on the touchdown reception from Bryce Preston after Jeremiah Lutcher got things started with a 6-yard touchdown run. They've had some big fourth down conversions. Their defense has been lights out and clutch as well. What a first half for head coach Andy Boone and the Liberty Patriots. They will take a 14-0 lead into the second half here at Wildcat Stadium. Final thoughts on the first half, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, they've just controlled every facet of the game. This game could not have played out any better for them, and we just got to be able to come get the ball to start the second half and get something created some kind of way. It's just one play. They've made plays when they had to on third down and converted, and we've dropped a couple balls when we needed to, and that's really that. When you narrow the game down to the few plays it's that big a deal. It makes that big of a difference.
It's compounded. Good observations. Coach Wesley Watts here along with Mario Jerez. We'll be back with the second half of play after this. A little bit longer halftime today with the homecoming festivities, but we're back with the third quarter of play after this break. Liberty leads Central 14-0. You're watching Wildcats football.
Teaching at Central, we believe in the power of education to change lives. We're not just a school, we're a community that invests in its students and teachers. Collaboration isn't just encouraged, it's essential. Our main focus is to achieve our shared goals and make a meaningful impact on the world around us. Join us in the Central Community School System, where collaboration and growth are not just ideals, but a foundation of everything that we do. Your future is Central.
Friday night packed stadium is one of the best feelings that exist. The lights go on, the sun goes down, especially when fall time comes around and that cool weather hits, you just get goosebumps. And then to look out and see a stadium full of people in our community, supporting our kids, supporting our students, and trying to get them to achieve greatness.
The first time I watched the band and the football players walk through those gates, and here, I'm getting goosebumps right now. That's how exciting it was to me because I was jumping literally up and down.
I've seen big, grand, great changes in our community because of athletics in itself tying into the opportunities in arts and academics, but there is so much buy-in within the school that is bleeding out into the community. I mean, Friday Night Lights has a whole different name to it. The stadium's packed, the student section is packed, and it's just a real big community feel.
Well, to see the community, a community of 30,000 people, when on a Friday night you have, a couple thousand people show up, take everything and put it to the side and go do Friday Night Lights. I mean, it's a big deal. We're a big, small town. We have a lot of people, very large city, but on Friday nights, it has the true feel of a small town.
You can definitely feel an energy and enthusiasm that we haven't felt, in quite a few years around here. And so it's really helped them. They feel like they're representing an up-and-coming, fun school to kind of be at. And so that's kind of helped us in our competitions as well.
They're truly invested into the athletic programs that we have. And you can see it growing not only on the field and the interest of the players, but also in the athletic facilities. We're being backed by corporate and local sponsors who help raise funds, and then you just see people in the stands who don't even have kids at the high school level yet, just cheering on Central Wildcats. And so it's a real cool thing to see.
There's a correlation between high academic achievement as well as high athletic achievement. And so it's known that it's a commodity that needs to be nurtured in our city and in our school system. So what I see happening is a shift because of the excellence we're demanding from our athletic side as well as our academic side.
I believe in our community, I believe in our youth, I believe in the capacity of people to love one another and to show up and show one another grace, which is what it's all about.
How do I feel? I feel proud, to be honest with you. I feel very proud and very motivated to be a part of this school system.
Cross country. Some call it a sport, others call it a way of life. But for me, it's been a journey of self-discovery. I wanted to push my limits and see what I was truly capable of. And what has it done for me? It's taught me resilience. It's shown me the power of perseverance. But most importantly, it's given me a sense of belonging. Cross country isn't just about running. It's about finding yourself in every step you take.
Wildcat Stadium, the epicenter of the city of Central. A city known for toughness and grit. A city built on camaraderie and brotherhood. Under the lights of Wildcat Stadium, witness a community unite. For generations, the people of Central have come out in full force to support their Wildcats. Our traditions and roots are strong. We celebrate the legacy of all those who have sweat and bled in the maroon and white. We are proud of our past and passionate about elevating the future. There is a new era in Central High School football.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Why do I love teaching at Central? We believe in the power of education to change lives. We're not just a school. We're a community that invests in its students and teachers. Collaboration isn't just encouraged, it's essential. Our main focus is to achieve our shared goals and make a meaningful impact on the world around us. Join us in the Central Community School System, where collaboration and growth are not just ideals, but the foundation of everything that we do. Your future is Central.
Friday night packed stadium is one of the best feelings that exists. The lights go on, the sun goes down, especially when fall time comes around and that cool weather hits, you just get goosebumps. And then to look out and see a stadium full of people in our community, supporting our kids, supporting our students, and trying to get them to achieve greatness.
The first time I watched the band and the football players walk through those gates, and here, I'm getting goosebumps right now. That's how exciting it was to me, because I was jumping literally up and down.
I've seen big, grand, great changes in our community because of athletics in itself tying into the opportunities in arts and academics, but there is so much buy-in within the school that is bleeding out into the community. I mean, Friday Night Lights has a whole different name to it. The stadium's packed, the student section is packed, and it's just a real big community feel.
Well, to see the community, a community of 30,000 people, when on a Friday night you have, a couple thousand people show up, take everything and put it to the side and go do Friday Night Lights. I mean, it's a big deal. We're a big, small town. We have a lot of people, a very large city, but on Friday nights, it has the true feel of a small town.
You can definitely feel an energy and enthusiasm that we haven't felt, in quite a few years around here. And so it's really helped them. They feel like they're representing an up and coming, fun school to kind of be at. And so that's kind of helped us in our competitions as well.
They're truly invested into the athletic programs that we have. And you can see it growing not only on the field and the interest of the players, but also in the athletic facilities. We're being backed by corporate and local sponsors who help raise funds. And then you just see people in the stands who don't even have kids at the high school level yet, just cheering on Central Wildcats. And so it's a real cool thing to see.
There's a correlation between high academic achievement as well as high athletic achievement. And so it's known that it's a commodity that needs to be nurtured in our city and in our school system. So what I see happening is a shift because of the excellence we're demanding from our athletic side as well as our academic side.
I believe in our community, I believe in our youth, I believe in the capacity of people to love one another and to show up and show one another grace, which is what it's all about.
How do I feel? I feel proud, to be honest with you. I feel very proud and very motivated to be a part of this school system.
We'd like to recognize the organizations involved in the field celebration. And the Central High cheerleading team. And now, let us introduce the ladies of the 2024-2025 homecoming court and their escorts. Our first member of the 2024 homecoming court is freshman Miss Erin Jackson. Erin is a first-year member of the homecoming court. She is on the CHS junior varsity cheer team and track. Erin is being escorted by her father, Mr. Garrett Jackson. Next, we would like to introduce freshman Miss Danny Vaughn. She is a first-year member of the homecoming court and is an all-star cheerleader at Louisiana Cheer Force. She is also enrolled in honors mathematics. Danny is being escorted by her grandfather, Jeff Davi. The first sophomore member of the court is Miss Carson Bolton. She is a first-year member of the court. Carson spends much of her time volunteering for Vacation Bible Study at Grimmel Springs Baptist Church. She is also a member of the Talented Musical Theater, Choir, and Student Council. Carson is being escorted by her father, Mr. Bruce Bolton. The next member of court is Miss Kennedy Payne. Kennedy is a first-year member of the homecoming court. She is a positive and family-oriented person who loves helping others. At CHS, she leads by encouraging good choices towards her peers. Kennedy is being escorted by her father, Mr. Kenwan Payne. The final sophomore member of the court is Miss Micaiah Taylor. She is a first-year member of the court. Micaiah is involved in track, United Christian Faith Ministries, and maintains a 3.8 GPA. She is being escorted by her brother, Troy Fickling. Our first junior on court is Miss Cambry Badon. Cambry is a first-year member of the homecoming court and is an active member of the Wildcat College program, member of Journey Church and Grimmel Springs Baptist Church. Cambry maintains a 3.6 GPA. Cambry is being escorted by her father, Mr. Travis Badon. Next, we have Miss Sherry Juxagenda, also a junior. She is a first-year member of the homecoming court and is a third-year member of the JROTC, Wrestling, and Pro Star. Sherry is also an active participant in Helping Hands and other service learning projects. Sherry is being escorted by her father, Israel Juxagenda. Our next junior is Miss Lucy Muir. Lucy is a first-year member of the homecoming court and is a part of the Central Community Athletic Cheerleading Program as a coach, attends Zor Baptist Church, and helps out with Central Special Needs Cheer Program. Lucy is being escorted by her father, Mr. David Muir. Our final junior member of the court is Miss Mariah Walker. Mariah is a first-year member of the homecoming court. She is a member of the Jazz, Marching, and Symphonic Band, Talented Theater, and Mu Alpha Theta. Mariah currently maintains a 4.0 GPA. Mariah is being escorted by her father, Joseph Walker. Our first senior in this year's homecoming princess is Miss Braylyn O'Lind. She enjoys spending time with her family and proudly holds an orange belt in Tang Soo Do Karate. Braylyn is being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Tommy O'Lind. Our first senior of the court is Miss Parker Allen. Parker is a second-year member of the homecoming court. She is Student Council Co-President, U Alpha Theta President, and Digital Media Intern. Parker is also a member of National
I'll hop on
Honor
later
Society,
tonight, Aaron.
Helping Hands, and Diamond Girls.
I got it.
She is being escorted tonight by her father, Trent Allen. Miss Jakira Claiborne is our next senior member of the court. Jakira is a first-year member of the homecoming court and an active member of tennis, mock trial, media team, and youth choir. Jakira also serves as the minority representative on student council. She is being escorted by her godfather, Timothy Andrews Sr. Our next senior is Miss Destiny Hamilton. Destiny is a second-year member of the court. Destiny is an active member of the track and field team and In Christ We Trust Fellowship. She also owns a lash business. In remembrance of Destiny's father, Desmond Hamilton, she is being escorted today by her uncle, Nick Stinson. Our next senior is Miss Caitlin Newland. Caitlin is a second-year member of the court and a fourth-year member of the cheer team. She is also a coach at CCA, Mu Alpha Theta, Student Council Executive, Beta member, and National Honor Society. Outside of school, Caitlin is a proud member of Zora Student Ministry. She is being escorted by her father, Mr. Lance Moulin. Our final member of the court is senior Miss Camille Wright. Camille is a first-year member of the court. Camille enjoys working with dogs and being an active member of Beta and National Honor Society. Camille is being escorted tonight by her father, Howard Wright. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for the 2024-2025 homecoming court. Now, Mr. Brandon LeGrew, principal of Central High School, will crown the 2024 queen as last year's queen, Kaylin Dillard, presents her with roses. We are pleased to announce Miss Caitlin K.K. Moulin as the Central High School 2024 homecoming queen.
Shouldn't you be up there? That's disgusting. It stinks. It's nothing. It just smells really bad too. So does you. Good hay bale. Hay bale's not that good. Look at weeds. Oh, the football thing's gonna win. Yeah, but that's what it is. I thought so. He's just.
Congratulations to our 2024-25 homecoming court queen. As we move to the second half, we'd like to recognize our Gridiron White Level sponsors, Badger Heating and Air, JBS Company,
Cross country. Some call it a sport, others call it a way of life. But for me, it's been a journey of self-discovery. I wanted to push my limits and see what I was truly capable of. And what has it done for me? It's taught me resilience. It's shown me the power of perseverance. But most importantly, it's given me a sense of belonging. Cross country isn't just about running. It's about finding yourself in every step you take.
Wildcat Stadium, the epicenter of the city of Central. A city known for toughness and grit. A city built on camaraderie and brotherhood. Under the lights of Wildcat Stadium, witness a community unite. For generations, the people of Central have come out in full force to support their Wildcats. Our traditions and roots are strong. We celebrate the legacy of all those who have sweat and bled in the maroon and white. We are proud of our past and and passionate about elevating the future. There is a new era in Central High School football.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Greetings once again here from Wildcat Stadium, where after a half of play, it's Liberty 14, Wildcats 0. Surprise result so far, but Central will receive to start this third quarter as we are underway in a rare non-onside kick for Liberty, as that's all we saw in the first half. And Keithan Womack has a lane on the return here. Good field position for the Wildcats as Keithan Womack is all the way down to the 45, 1st and 10 Central from there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, good return for Keith, and it's good to see him have some success early. Dropped a couple balls the first half, and great kid, great player. So hopefully he gets this thing turned around. That might spark something inside of him.
Counted 4 drops for Central in that first half. Execution needs to be less sloppy here in the second half, Coach.
Yeah, and those drops, in a game where you have more possessions may not be as critical. They always hurt, but in this game they're just magnified.
Got to make them count. Central only got the football 2 times for the entirety of that first half. Now the Wildcats still looking for their first points. 1st and 10 from their own 45. Furman takes a shotgun snap. He'll take off on the designed run, and Jackson Furman is down the sideline, still on his feet. Good finish to the run here from Jackson, who's all the way down to the Liberty 34. Nice gain of 21 on the first play from scrimmage here in the first quarter, or the third quarter, I should say. First down brought to you by Carminas.
Yeah, great call right there. Using his legs, getting some. That's kind of an easy play, and I like it. And thought we might run that based on what they were giving us on the third down play when we were at 3rd and goal. But great timing to run that play, and obviously great execution.
Set up a 1st and 10 inside the Liberty 40 at the Patriot 35 officially, as Furman shares the backfield with Jaden Garnett. Once again, Garnett had a nice stiff arm in the first half. Here's a snap. Option play to the right. Jackson keeps it himself. Good decision as Furman is down to the 29-yard line of Liberty. Nice keep by Jackson there to get a little bit closer. 2nd and 4 for Central.
Yeah, I think Coach Morris has found something. We have them outnumbered on that side away from the three wide receiver set and take advantage of it. And, man, if we can establish a run, that would be huge for us the second half.
Couldn't do much of that in the first half, but now the Wildcats on the move inside the Liberty 30. Looking for their first points, only 17 points in the loss to Catholic last week. Central looking for their 7th win of the season. Here's Furman. Quick pass is incomplete, a little low for his intended receiver. Adam Cullen had some space near the line of scrimmage, but the throw was not there. 3rd down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, actually probably the first throw that Jackson's made that wasn't spot on. So it happens, rolling to his left, and I think he might have got banged up a little bit on that first down play, on the option play, so it looks like he might have had the breath knocked out of him a little bit.
That'll happen. 3rd and 4 officially. Ball spot on the Liberty 29. Might be in 4-down territory. Wildcats 0 for 1 on 4th down in the first half. And they'll run the Wildcat here. Marvin Joseph scored off of this formation last week against Catholic. He'll take the direct snap here. Marvin Gets some blocks. It's
There we go.
free
Touchdown.
right side. He's inside the 20. He's inside
Touchdown.
the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Marvin Joseph takes it in from 29 yards out. Coach Watts knew it right away, and Central is finally on the board. Great start to the third quarter.
Yeah, but they've found something a little bit with my formation, and I think unless Liberty makes an adjustment, we'll be able to take advantage of that until they do. So, again, great job there. Jackson got banged up a little bit. He's back in the hold. That's good to see because he's really played well tonight.
Excellent plays by both Mays and Sheridan on the play to spring Marvin Joseph, who is back into the end zone, but for the Wildcats. That last touchdown was brought to you by Keys Pro Peyton Body, as they'll kick the traditional extra point here.
Looks like it, but Jackson's not really in the typical knee. Okay, there he goes.
Extra point in the air, and it is good from Nathan Zimmer. That PAT brought to you by Ivy Construction. Marvin Joseph scores his 8th touchdown of the season, and with 10:28 left in this third quarter, it's Liberty 14, Central 7. Great start to the third quarter, exactly what you wanted coming out of the locker room.
Yeah, just like they controlled the whole tempo of the first half. That's we couldn't have asked for any better to start the second half. And it'll be interesting to see if Jackson's banged up a little bit, what he's got. It might be a rib, something. He is obviously struggling a little bit. And the option play, he took a pretty hard tumble there, pretty hard lick when he hit the ground. So we'll see.
Certainly we hope Jackson is okay, but he takes the Central offense down the field to start the third quarter, and the Liberty lead has been cut in half. 10:28 left in this third quarter. This next kickoff is brought to you by AP Dotson.
All right, Mario. So now let's get a 3 and out and get the ball back quickly. And I think it looks like we found a way to establish a run, which would be huge for this second half.
Marvin Joseph takes it in for the Wildcats, and now Central a little closer. See what they can do to start the second half on defense as Liberty will get it back here. Ate up a lot of clock with their offense in that first half. As Nathan puts it in the air. See if we get a return here. And it is a touchback. Lutcher thought about taking it out, but it is ruled dead. 1st and 10 for Liberty.
Yeah, he wanted to take it back, but in high school, once it breaks the plane of the end zone, it's done. So he really, like 28's confident. I like it. He wanted to have a shot. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get a couple of negative plays here, Mario, and then not let them obviously get back on schedule. They've been on schedule the entire game.
A lot of success offensively for Liberty in that first half, and they worked for it. Central was getting off their blocks. It's not like they had a lot of lanes, but a lot of yards after contact. We'll see if the tackling can be more efficient for the Wildcats here in the third quarter.
Yep, bodies on bodies, and it just makes it tough sometimes. If you just engage with the guy you're blocking.
Bryce Preston back in at quarterback. We've seen a little bit of Owen Ellis as well, number 11. Here's a snap, handed off to Stevenson, the fullback, looking for space, doesn't find much. Nice job by Alexander Stewart to come up and make the tackle. Got a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. Second down for Liberty.
Again, 2's in at quarterback, Mario. I don't know if 11 got hurt. 11 played the whole first half until that last series or so, and I'm not sure if this was by design or if 11 is I don't remember seeing him take a lick or anything that might have put him out. Oh, I see him standing on the sideline. Okay, this must be by design.
So Preston still in there, quarterback. And another pre-snap penalty. We had a lot of these in the first half. Some on Central, some on Liberty. We'll see who they penalize here.
It's on us.
Got to be disciplined, as it is indeed against the Wildcats. A lot of motions, a lot of shifts. Can't do that.
Again, a good first down play. Ken gets them maybe off of that schedule of 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and then we give it right back to them.
Clock live with less than 10 minutes remaining in his third quarter. Jeremiah Lutcher scored the first touchdown for Liberty Magnet from 6 yards out. He's in the game here for 2nd and short. And they'll try the left side this time. Not much doing.
Great play.
Maybe back to the line of scrimmage was Lutcher. 3rd and short coming up for Liberty.
A 1-yard gain. Ball will start at the 29-yard line. Be 3rd down and 1.
Maybe gained a yard on the play, so a little bit closer. Officially, they call it 3rd and 1. You know they'll have 2 snaps here.
Yeah. Maybe we can find a way to create a turnover. Hard against the style of play that they have, but maybe you find a way.
Preston is under center. Gives it all to Stevenson. Left side trying to get away from the defense and can't do it. Alexander Stewart leaped from behind and may have made the deciding contact. No gain on the play. 4th down for Liberty.
We may have created a little bit more space for our second level players there, Mario, where we can play downhill. And now that guy bounced off of the first tackle, but then the next level guy knocked him backwards instead of letting him finish the run forward. So we'll see if that continues.
You called it. Good adjustment made by Central that is indeed the case. Now a big play here, 4th and 1 for Liberty. If Central can stop them, they'll have great field position. Preston under center gives to Stevenson, trying to push the pile. Good second effort from Colin Stevenson to pick up that first down straight ahead for 1 yard. That's all they needed. Big first down for Liberty.
Yeah, that would have been a big game, flow of the game changing play right there. And again, the offsides penalty was the changed the whole makeup of that series.
Got to try to keep them behind the sticks. Can't be giving them free yards, but Liberty capitalizes there, and they move the sticks 1st and 10 from the Patriot 31. Preston under center again. Here's a give. Right side, Lutcher trying to get away from Loop. He does. Nice juke as well on KD Mays, and Lutcher is down to the 39. Some nifty running. Nice gain of 8 on first down.
Yeah, we're actually in pretty good position there, and he made that play was made by 28. He made that on his own. So we were in really good position, just couldn't quite secure the tackle.
Normally really short tacklers, Loop and Mays, but nice piece of running there for Liberty. And after the Wildcats came out with a touchdown on their first offensive possession here in the 3rd quarter, the Patriots looking for an answer. They're on the move, 2nd and 1 from the Liberty 40. Bryce Preston puts a man in motion. Here's the give to Stevenson. Colin Stevenson pushing the pile forward. Minimal gain, but it is enough for a first down to the Liberty 44. Really efficient running between the tackles on this drive as Liberty moves the chains again.
It's almost like a rugby match. It's just the pile just kind of moves, and you can't get to the ball carrier maybe because there aren't clean alleys. So let's see if we can find a way.
A lot of bodies in there.
Low man wins. Let's see if we'll just treat every play like it's a goal line stand, you know?
Well said. 1st and 10 Patriots here on their first offensive possession in the second half. Bryce Preston gives to Stevenson again, who breaks a tackle. Colin Stevenson still on his feet, down to the 41. Gets away from a few arm tackles and even more yards after contact for Colin Stevenson, who's had himself a heck of a night. First down for the Patriots. And Stevenson comes away a little gimpy after the play. Certainly we hope he's okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's been taking a beat, and he's just running hard. He's hard to get down.
Replaced in the game by Cole Pierce, the junior linebacker.
And again, let's see if we can find a way to maybe rip that ball away, force them to make a mistake.
Preston puts a man in motion, play fake. Bryce Preston rolls out to his right, puts up a deep pass, and it is caught in stride. Excellent pass by Bryce Preston on the move as he connects with Jeremiah Lutcher. Got past Rennell on the coverage all the way down to the Central 11, a gain of 30, and another first down for Liberty.
Same exact play they hit the first half. I mean, it's tough. They just run it, lull you to sleep a little bit, and it's the same exact pass they hit the first half.
They trust their receivers. Every completed pass, they hit them in stride so they can throw across their bodies on the run, don't necessarily have to set their feet. Great play calling, great execution.
Again, a lot of time coming off the clock.
Under 5:40 to play here in the 3rd quarter. New fullback in the game, Cole Pierce. Here's the snap, and Pierce running to his right, down to the Wildcats 10. Gets a little bit closer, gain of about 2 before he's taken down by Mays. Set up a 2nd and 8 for the Patriots.
Got an injury over here in the end zone. Not sure what it is. This is the wide receiver.
Asante Williams, who almost had an interception in that same spot earlier in this game. All injury timeouts tonight brought to you by Oshner Sports Medicine, as they'll check on the injured player. While they do, we'll take a small break. Mario Jerez and Coach Wesley Watts, you're watching Wildcats football.
Hey, Wildcats, I'm Manny. Buckle up this weekend, have a good time, and drive safe. Go Wildcats.
.527 left in this third quarter as the Wildcats got on the board. 29-yard touchdown run for Marvin Joseph on the first offensive possession, but now Liberty trying to answer. The Patriots are on the move. They play a 2nd and 9 at the Central 10. They just hit a big pass play as Bryce Preston rolled out to his right and hit Jeremiah Lutcher in stride. And now the Patriots looking for more here. They've gone for it every 4th down so far. That is the philosophy for head coach Andy Boone. In his first season guiding the Patriots, Preston under center again, give left side. This time it stayed in Foster getting a rep, and Foster doesn't have much room. It was read nicely by the Central defense that time. Connor Scott comes up to make the play. 3rd down for Liberty.
Same play they scored on in the first half. They moved the fullback over just slightly, and you can see the second-level players saw it this time. They recognized it and made an adjustment and kind of played the play. You saw them as soon as the ball snapped, take off and set the edge. So really good recognition by the Central defense.
Nice job by the Wildcats here. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. 3rd and 7 officially for Liberty. I've seen 2 quarterbacks in the game for the Patriots, Preston and Ellis. They do stay with Ellis here. New up back in the game, Joshua Davis. Man in motion. To the right again goes Preston. Keeps his eyes down the field, trying to get away from Jarro. Nice job getting to the edge. Bryce Preston showing off his athleticism. He's marked out at the Wildcat 6, picked up about 2 on the play. Nice job by Preston to set up a 4th and manageable for the Patriots.
Yeah, good play by the call. Again, we're so close to having the edge set and making a big negative play, and they just seem to get by us and, again, just make a positive play out of it. We were so close to having him backed up another 5 yards.
Timeout on the field, or so I thought. 4th and 4, 4:20.
You were right. Timeout.
And there it is. 4:20 left in this third quarter. Wildcats trail 14-7, but a big opportunity here for the defense is Liberty plays a 4th and 4 from the Central 6. This next timeout is brought to you by our loyal sponsors, Ivy Construction. Ivy Construction, LLC, is a premier supplier of site fill and aggregates in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Our high capacity and high volume allows us to handle large-scale projects with ease. We have an extensive selection of materials to choose from dirt, clay, sand, river silt, limestone, topsoil, pipe bedding, and gravel. All that can be picked up or delivered directly to you. We'd also like to recognize these maroon-level sponsors: Mogan Law Firm, Oak Point, Patterson Construction Group, LLC, Ross Downing Buick, GMC, and Signature Custom Cabinets. Thank you for all your support of Central High School football. Mario Jerez here with Coach Watts. Big spot here for the Wildcats, Coach Watts.
Yeah, more great sponsors there, but yeah, this is a game-defining play to me. I know we have a little over a quarter to play, but you make a stop here, and that could just change the momentum again. We're just waiting for that one stop. It just seems like we keep saying it. It's just that one stop to change the momentum of this game. It feels like Liberty has controlled it the entire time.
They have. They've scored every time they've got it.
Crowd's getting into it a little bit now.
That they are.
Maybe that helped.
Nice homecoming festivities as we named a king and queen.
What you think we're going to see here?
I'm sure we'll get a run pass option with Preston. It's been pretty effective so far. We'll see. 4th and 4. Here's Preston bat to throw. Now rolls out to his left. Jump pass is caught initially, but no room at all for Lutcher as he's met immediately by Caden Loop, who read the play perfectly. And there's the stop you asked for, Coach Watts. 1st and 10 Wildcats from their own 10.
Yeah, you know, it's the first time that we've made them get out of their comfort zone. They went to a Twins receiver look, no fullback that time. They had no fullback for the first time tonight, and tried to go with a straight drop back, and that's just not who they are. And just made them have it long enough, the 4th and 4 or 5, where they couldn't. I guess they weren't confident. I thought they were going to run the little quick hitter again right inside, but 40 has been banged up, so maybe without him in the game, they decided to go a different route.
No, I agree. That's a good observation. I thought for sure they were going to try to get Preston on the move again. It's worked so well so far, but 5-step drop, pass is caught, but read beautifully by Loop. And now the Wildcats have it again, 1st and 10 from their own 8. Officially, Furman, one pump fake. Now he takes off himself, and he's got nowhere to go. Met right at the line of scrimmage. may have gotten a yard on the play, if that. Read nicely by the Liberty defense. Bring up a second down for Central.
Good to see Jackson back in the game, that he's okay, obviously, because it was kind of a design run, it looked like. I think he had the option to throw it, but chose to run it, and he looks fine, which is good.
Taking a lot of hits in this game is Jackson. But I think he's doing a good job taking what the defense gives him.
Yeah, he's taking the hits on design run, so we've protected him well in the passing game.
2nd and 10. Furman puts a man in motion. That's Watson. Now Jackson back to throw. Pass is caught by Womack, who came back for it. Now he's got a lot of room. Keithan Womack gets away from a tackle, and he's all the way down to the Wildcat 38. Keithan Womack with a nice juke move to get himself free before he picked up 31. And another first down brought to you by Carminas.
Yeah, and that was great play design, but what a great play by Braden Wren, 75. Just to get out and the one defender out there, it was a wide receiver screen, and he got out there and made a block for him. What a great play by him.
Nice job by Garnett as Furman back to throw again. As all day, that pass was tipped at the line of scrimmage. It was nearly intercepted by John Davis. Nice job by the Liberty D-line to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I think they recognized they weren't going to be able to get to him, so they just kind of stopped and tried to get their hands up. He did have all day, and, great recognition by them. You give them credit for that. Hey, I'm not going to get to him, or maybe I can just kind of sit here and wait and get my hand on the ball.
Jackson's got good height. That hasn't happened much this season. And Liberty's got pretty good size on the D-line themselves, just from here. Furman, still plenty of time on the play clock, about 10 seconds. Garnett back in the backfield with Jackson. Liberty showing blitz. Furman, option right side, now cuts it back towards the middle. Good recognition by Jackson Furman, who's going to pick up another Central first down, brought to you by Carminas. That time a gain of 11, and a nice job by Jackson Furman.
Yep, a really good job by him. We've run that a couple times, so obviously we see something. I think he's kind of tiptoed the first couple times, like not sure whether to run or pitch it, and he just attacked it that time and didn't even give them a chance to make a good reaction. I think we come back to that later on, and they're going to make a change. They're going to give him the pitch, and we're going to make a big play out of it.
He's been very decisive. I think Jackson's played a great game. Yep. Not much thinking, a lot of acting, and trusting what the defense is giving him. And now a similar play as Jackson takes off to the middle. This time he's got nowhere to go. Was wrapped up nicely by the Liberty defense. First man there, Keith Joseph, the junior linebacker. No gain on the play.
Yeah, we've run that well this entire game out of that formation, and obviously they probably saw it coming again, and somebody recognized it, and they made a play, but it was there.
Set up a 2nd and 10. A lot of time gone already in this third quarter. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to play. Wildcats trailing for the second straight week at halftime. Trying to come back, this time at home. Patriots showing blitz, stacking up the box once again. 5-man rush for Liberty as Furman lets it go. Middle of the field, perfect pass to Kylan Thomas inside the Liberty 25, all the way down to the Patriot 18. A perfect pass by Jackson Furman, who threaded the needle before a 31-yard gain for Thomas.
Yeah, great throw and catch there. And again, Thomas has made some those are tougher catches, just inside slant routes, and he sticks it. And again, good to see him come back and bounce back, make some really good plays after a big drop early.
Bullseye.
Big time play.
Perfect pass as Furman's about to throw again. This time lets it go for the end zone, and it's incomplete. Almost had Kylan Thomas again in the near corner. Good coverage on the play by the Patriots. Bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, but it would have been a perfect throw, a great catch, but what a good drive. Good drive here. So we're going to Wildcat this time, and we have some success early, and give Jackson a break. He's run the football really well and really hard.
He has. Joseph already got in the end zone out of this formation. Looks like he'll take the direct snap here. Mays in there as the lead blocker. That's KD. Joseph takes a snap, takes all to his left, now back towards the middle. Marvin looking for room and gets a little bit closer inside the Liberty 15. Defended pretty well by the Patriots. That's another tackle for Keith Joseph. 3rd and about 5 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, but we're back on schedule now, so that was really good. I mean, obviously probably four down territory here, so maybe we're starting to wear them down.
I would think so as well.
I think they have some guys playing both ways more than we do, so.
Joseph stays in the game in the Wildcat formation. Still has 10 seconds on the play clock. Rennell motioned over to the right. Here's Marvin Joseph. Left side, has a couple blocks. He's at the 10. He's still going at the 5. Marvin Joseph with a nice finish to the run, setting up Central with a 1st and goal near the 5-yard line. Nice patience by Joseph on that run.
Yep. Yeah, great job by him, because I thought they came off the edge. We're going to get him for a negative play, and he was able to avoid that and pick up the 1st down. It was huge.
Nice job, Marvin, letting his blocks develop, and an excellent piece of blocking by Deshad Sheridan on the left side. And it's been working, so they'll stay with this formation. Marvin Joseph in the Wildcat once again. Sheridan and Mays, his lead blockers. Here's Marvin. Left side, he's got a block. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Marvin Joseph with an excellent finish to the run for his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Central, an extra point away from tying it.
That's what we needed. Game changing. Now we're back.
Yes, sir.
We feel like you've been playing from behind the whole game, and now we're back in this thing. That's awesome.
Exactly what you wanted to start the second half. The Wildcats score on their first offensive possession. They get a stop on the turnover on downs, and Marvin Joseph finishes the job from 5 yards out. Got hit before he got to the goal line, but still lunged forward for the score. Brought to you by Keats Pro Paint and Body. Here's the hole by Jackson Furman.
Yep,
the PAT for Nathan Zimmer is up, and it is good. Brought to you by Ivy Construction. Tie ball game with 23 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. From Wildcat Stadium, it's Central 14 and Liberty 14. We're back after this short break. You're watching Wildcats football. Wildcat Stadium as Central gets its 2nd touchdown of the night from Marvin Joseph, this time from 5 yards out. And after Liberty started the game with a bang and scored the first 14 points, Central has rallied to tie it.
Yeah, man, this is exactly what we needed coming out of the second half. And we got a ball game now, Mario. Let's go see if we can – maybe we have a little freshness to us defensively, and maybe we're starting to wear them down.
Yes, sir. That is the 9th touchdown of the season for Marvin Joseph in his sophomore campaign. Excellent season. Of course, still filling in for Manny Williams, who continues to be in our thoughts and prayers.
Absolutely.
And Zimmer puts it back in the air. Great game kicking off so far for Nathan. He puts it back in the end zone. Another touchback for Liberty. And some chippiness after the play. And Liberty accusing Central of flopping, and that that taunt might have gotten the Patriots penalized.
Yep.
That was Joshua Davis of the Patriots getting into it with multiple Wildcats. And if you're Liberty, that's what you want to avoid. You had a great start to the game. You deserve to be in this right now, which you are. Tied ball game. Don't want to do anything to compound the Central momentum.
Yep, and that's it. Exactly right. Don't take much to change things against you.
Still waiting on the call here. Personal foul on the Wildcats. And a personal foul on Liberty as well.
Yeah.
So they'll offset. It'll stay Liberty ball.
All right, defense. Here it is. Get pad levels down. Let's get our second level guys a little bit more room to play downhill and see what happens.
So the Wildcats, with all the momentum, they've outscored the Patriots 14-0 here in this 3rd quarter. So the adjustments have worked so far for the Wildcats. Let's see if the Patriots can find an answer. Small flinch along the line, but no flag thrown. As it's Stevenson once again up the middle. He's gotten out the pile on a few of these, so the Wildcats need to play till the whistle.
Yep.
Only got 2 on this one, however. Second down for the Patriots.
Yeah, much better. They actually, again, they tried a little different motion. They tried to fake the motion and see if they get the Central defense to shift a little bit, and then they went back to the other, and here we go in the fourth quarter.
That'll do it for the third. 4 is up here on homecoming inside of Wildcat Stadium. We head to the fourth quarter of play in a tie game. It's Liberty 14 and Central 14. Mario Jerez along with Coach Wesley Watts. We're back after this. You're watching Wildcats football.
Cross country. Some call it a sport, others call it a way of life. But for me, it's been a journey of self-discovery. I wanted to push my limits and see what I was truly capable of. And what has it done for me? It's taught me resilience. It's shown me the power of perseverance. But most importantly, it's given me a sense of belonging. Cross country isn't just about running. It's about finding yourself in every step you take.
Wildcat Stadium.
We're away here in the fourth quarter. So far here from Wildcat Stadium is it's a gain of 1 on that play to set up a third and about 6 for Liberty. Patriots scored the first 14 in this one, but the Wildcats came back with 2 Marvin Joseph touchdowns in the third quarter, and we have ourselves a good one here down the stretch, Coach.
Yeah, and you go back, what a huge stop when they got the ball down inside the 10-yard line, and we found a way to stop them and then go 90 yards and very quickly. So see if we can do that again here. It'd be great to be able to do it with good field position.
Great tackle by Loop on that play the coach described. Preston under center, gives to Stevenson on third down, and Colin Stevenson trying to push the pile, but excellent team defense by the Wildcats to take him down at the 28. That's where they'll stop his forward progress. Looks like the 27. It'll set up a fourth and about 3 for Liberty.
Yeah, they're back in that uncomfortable range here. It's a little longer than 3, Mario, and watch the snap count, please. Let's don't give them one here. And, man, we've kind of got this now going in our momentum, our pace of play. Things have sped up a little bit.
This would be big if the Wildcats can get it back here. 4th down for Liberty. They had to get to the Central 30 or to the Patriot 30 to extend this drive. Fans making some noise here for the defense. Wildcats enjoying homecoming as there's a timeout on the field for Coach Boone, and the Patriots talk things over.
Yeah, but he didn't like something. The quarterback didn't feel comfortable. I don't know what he saw, and looked at Coach Boone and said, I don't like it. So they called timeout. And again, for a game that went by really quickly at first, the third quarter took as long as the whole first half.
Yes. You actually had some change of possessions in that third quarter, and it actually ate up some time. And like we said, the Wildcats have grasped momentum here. This is a huge play for Liberty to try to salvage a little bit. If you get the first down, you're in a tie game, you're on the move, you're killing more clock in the fourth quarter. But if you can't convert, you give Central the ball back inside your own 30 in a tie game in front of a rowdy crowd.
Yep, and this isn't the end-all to be-all play here, but this could totally change the game in our favor if we get a stop here.
So they've been successful with Stevenson up the middle, as well as the RPOs with Bryce Preston. We'll see what they do here. Preston puts a man in motion. Here's Lutcher trying to right side, and he can't get away from Caden Loop, who makes another 4th down stop behind the line of scrimmage to force another turnover on downs, and Caden Loop having himself a heck of a second half. 1st and 10 Wildcats inside the Liberty 25.
That's the play we've been looking for. That's the stop. That's the one negative play. And he had the edge, and all night they've just been getting to the edge, and what a play by Caden Loop. What a play.
Read it like a book. And Loop has been getting a lot of praise from the coaching staff this year. Increased role, dealt with some adversity. They've praised his mentality.
And we got Colin Wells one-on-one down here at the bottom. I think we can take a shot at the end zone if
they get a good look. Here's the snap. Garnett up the middle. Big running lane for Jaden Garnett, who's down inside the Liberty 20, all the way down to the Patriot 18. Nice gain on 1st down for Garnett.
Yep. Again, starting to run the football and control it. Maybe we're wearing them down, Mario. It looks like maybe we're starting to own that line of scrimmage.
Here come the Wildcats with the tempo. Garnett, similar play up the middle, similar result, and he is into the second level, down to the Liberty 12. It's a gain of about 9. 1st down Wildcats, brought to you by Carmina's.
You feel the pace picked up, the tempo's picked up. Now we're getting plays in quicker, and so it's just not like a lulling people. It's not like we're swinging on a swing right now. We're kind of got the game moving.
They're in the Neighbors Federal Credit Union red zone. 1st and 10 from the Liberty 12. Can get a 1st down without a touchdown. Garnett, left side, breaks a tackle, breaks a second. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10, they'll mark him down at the 5. Jaden Garnett gets some yards after contact. 2nd and short for Central.
Let's keep this tempo. Keep feeding him. Don't get tired. You got to be ready to go right now. We've got this thing going in our favor.
2nd and 3. Garnett has received the last 2 carries. See if he gets it again here. Furman. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Mano-a-mano coverage for Thomas if they want it. Instead, they give it to Garnett up the middle, and he's short of the end zone. But Jaden with a good second effort to get a little bit closer. Looks like he'll pick up about 2 on the play, set up a 3rd and 1 for the Wildcats.
Yep. It's been outstanding. Uh-oh, he's coming out struggling.
Garnett does come out a little gimpy, and down he goes at the 15. Not what you want to see for the Wildcats.
No, he's played really, really well. And I guess the referees can't hear us, and so he was trying to get out of the game. We were going to have to burn a timeout, so he was told just to, hey, drop, act like you can't get off the field so we don't have to burn a timeout. So well played by the Central coaching staff. He is injured, but probably could have gotten off the field, but I think we would have been struggling to get the play in. I love it.
So no harm there. 3rd and 2. 8:41 left in this 3rd quarter. Remember, all injury and hydration timeouts tonight brought to you by Ochsner Sports Medicine. Dr. Jeremy Burnham and Dr. Sean Bradley and their team provide world-class care to our student athletes of all sports. Before, during, or after the game, the Ochsner Andrews Sports Medicine team here in Baton Rouge ensures that our athletes perform at their peak. In times of injury, the sports medicine team diligently works to get our athletes back into the game swiftly and safely. Learn more at ochsner.com/sportsmedicine. 3rd and 2 for the Wildcats, trying to take their first lead of the game after a 14-0 hole to start the game. It's been all Wildcats here in the second half, and Marvin Joseph is back in the game. Wildcat formation has already scored 2 touchdowns out of this. Marvin takes the snap, runs to his right. Marvin Joseph falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. 1, 2, 3 scores for Marvin Joseph, who's got himself a hat trick here on homecoming, and the Wildcats take their first lead.
Yep, outstanding. It was a great adjustment there when your running back got hurt and you're kind of struggling with numbers there. And Jackson's been getting pounded a little bit. Let's go to the Wildcat and punch it in. We've been really good.
Nice patience once again. Marvin does a great job letting his blocks develop. Nice job by the lead blockers. Looked like Mays clearing the path once again. Excellent execution out of the Wildcat formation.
Yeah, I just think we've finally kind of started to wear them down, and we got a little pace there, and we're starting to win the line of scrimmage a lot more effectively.
Nathan Zimmer on for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. Nathan Zimmer 3 for 3 on PATs, which are brought to you by Ivy Construction. The last score brought to you by Keys Pro Paint and Body. And with 8:22 left in regulation, Central has its first lead. It's the Wildcats 21 and the Patriots 14. This next timeout is brought to you by our legacy sponsor, Carmina's Collision Center. Stay local and go see Nick and his staff for quality and expert care at Carmina's Collision Center. We'd also like to recognize these maroon level sponsors, A&B, General Plumbing, Bank of Zachary, CAS Roofing and Advising, D&L Electric, and Davis Law Firm. Thank you for all your support of Wildcats football.
Absolutely. Couldn't do without them. They sure make it special. And what a great show it is to be out here in Wildcat Stadium. A great atmosphere. Just it doesn't get any better in high school football.
Well said. They love their Wildcats down here in Central. Coach Semino and the crew.
Got this game turned around, Mario.
Trying to build off of that excellent third quarter. Great start to the fourth as the Wildcats have their first lead. And now the Patriots have to prove they can play from behind. And their offense, so effective in the first half, has stalled just a bit here in the third quarter. And as you've been saying all game, with the possessions limited in this game, every mistake is kind of compounded.
Well, that's a little weird. Why did the referees blow a whistle? Because they only had 10 players on the field. That's their problem if they start the game, if they only have 10 on the field.
So there's some confusion along the Liberty sideline.
Yeah, the referee blew the whistle like, hey, hold on, y'all need to get another player. That's not the referee's job.
True. And Bryce Turner, the late sub for Liberty, as the Wildcats lead for the first time, 21-14. Thanks to Marvin Joseph, who scored all 3 touchdowns here tonight, and Zimmer puts it back in the air, puts it back in the end zone, a touchback for Liberty, 1st and 10 for the Patriots, trailing for the first time tonight.
A couple different deep backs that time. 28 was not in there, who's been in the whole time. I'm sure he's been in just about every play of this game, so I'm sure he's looking to get a little break.
And good observation by you. I think Central's been wearing down this Liberty team in the second half. Number one, because they've had the ball for a lot longer in the second half. And number two, just because of the numbers game, Liberty has a lot of players playing both ways.
Yeah, they sure do, and hopefully we're just starting to wear them down.
Great individual efforts for a couple of Liberty players tonight. Jeremiah Lutcher scored the first touchdown from 5 yards out. Dedrick Welch caught one from 30-plus yards on a nice throw from Bryce Preston. And now the Patriots looking for their first point since the second quarter. Lutcher in motion again. Here's the pitch out to Jeremiah Lutcher. Looking for room, and Caden Loop along the edge once again made a nice play, but looks like he's a little shaken up. Yeah. Loop is back up. Looks like he's okay, which is good. That's Petrie.
Yep,
who made the play. It's a gain of 3, second down for Liberty.
Yeah, it caught him kind of a funny angle on that shoulder when he hit him on that. Looked like in his thigh. It's a tough place to take a lick there from a defensive guy. I'm still surprised that they scored 14 points first half with 11 at quarterback, and we haven't seen him since. So I don't know if he's hurt or what.
Here's Stevenson trying to middle once again. Nice job by Central. Not letting him get away as he tried to go right up the A-gap, maybe a yard or two on the play. Third down for Liberty. Nice job by the Central linebackers in this third quarter.
Yeah, now we're getting them off schedule a little bit. We're starting. It's just those couple yards make a huge difference for a team like this. 3rd and 6 it's just, I know it sounds silly, but such a big difference than 3rd and 4 for a team like them.
Relatively clean in this second half. Had a lot more penalties in this first half. Yeah, 3rd and 6 right now for Liberty.
Looks like we've settled in and kind of figured out that we feel a little bit better about seeing what we see. And ball's on the ground. There we go. That's what we've been looking for.
Ball is on the turf. Wildcats say they have it as it was an errant snap, and Central comes away with the football. That is Camden Rankin coming away with the ball. It was just a sloppy procedure on the snap, and after they had been so clean all night, a big mistake from the Patriots offense.
Yeah, the quarterback never got that when you saw him. As soon as the ball was snapped, like he started looking around for it. I don't know what happened, but this is what we've been looking for, Mario. It's what we've been looking for.
So a couple of big plays from the Central defense as all turnovers tonight are brought to you by Louisiana Turf Company. Rankin comes away with the ball. Also got a big 4th down stop from Loop in the third quarter, and now the Wildcats will try to double their lead. Garnett back in the game, which is good news.
Good to see Jaden back in the game. He did a good job of saving us a timeout earlier.
Yes. Nice observation there, Coach. Like somebody who's told people to do that before.
No, that wasn't a thing when I was around. This is new.
I'm messing with you.
Yeah,
First and 10. Here's Furman going for the end zone, looking for Womack. He's got him down there in double coverage. Looked like he had a little bit of space, but just a little bit too much mustard on the throw from Furman. Nearest man for Liberty was Bryce Turner, who was in coverage, second down.
Maybe the first bad decision Jackson's made all night. Like, I think he got a little greedy there. We had the short throw. They weren't going to give up the touchdown, and he was trying to make it happen. It would have man, again, he's played really well tonight. I think this is the first time he's tried to force one there. Take what they give you. He's done a really good job of that all night.
Well said. Still looking for his first touchdown pass of the night is Jackson. Second and 10. Furman gets away from some pressure. Nice sidestep by Furman. Gets a nice block near the line of scrimmage. Now Jackson reverses field, trying to do a lot here, and finally gets taken down from behind. Jackson Furman worked really hard to maybe lose a yard on that play. Third down for Central.
Yeah, he had a little time, and he didn't see what he liked, and he did a good job of avoiding the rush and not getting sacked, but maybe should have just taken it and gone when he made the first avoid, just tuck it and go. But it's all right. See what we get here.
Agreed.
This is one you got to be really smart. We don't have to get the first down. It'd be nice, but if we don't, we're probably in a position where we could kick a field goal and
maybe get some points.
Oh,
Joseph has a lane up the middle. Marvin Joseph had a huge hole to run through, and now you got a fourth and manageable if you do want to keep your offense out there. Marvin is down to the 13 of Liberty, set up a fourth and a long two perhaps.
Yep, fourth and long two, and great call right there. Just he got the motion to really make them think we're going to throw the swing pass that we've thrown a couple times tonight, and we just the quick hitter right up the middle.
And I could have told you this was coming, Coach. Marvin Joseph back in the game. Looks like he'll take the direct snap here. Has gotten some excellent lead blocking from Sheridan and Mays.
They're not even covering a receiver out here.
Rennell is to the bottom of the screen, uncovered. Snap is a little high to Joseph. Cuts it back towards the middle. Marvin still on his feet inside the Liberty 10. And Marvin Joseph has had one of his better games of the season tonight. Down to the Liberty 8. Gain of 5. First down Central. Brought to you by Carmitas.
Yeah, now we're just kind of taking over this game up front. And again, we finally worn them down a little bit, and we've just got to find a way to punch this in here. I'd love for us to take a little time off the clock, too. I don't know if they can score in less than 5 minutes.
Well said.
We'll see. I'm sure they can. Well, they did hit a couple big throws, but we punch this in maybe in 2 plays. Let's take 2 plays to do it, Coach.
First and goal. Joseph still in, but with Furman. Here's Jackson thrown for the near corner, and it's caught. Touchdown Wildcats. Kylan Thomas finishes the job as Furman throws his first touchdown pass tonight, and the Wildcats starting to pull away.
Yeah, great protection, great back shoulder throw there, and it's good to see them kind of finish this second half and play pitch and catch a little better than we did the first half.
Third touchdown catch of the season for Kylan Thomas. Beautiful back shoulder throw by Jackson Furman. And now the Wildcats fans can exhale a little bit after Liberty gave them quite the scare to start the game. First 14 points went to the Patriots. 14-0 hole for Central at the halftime break, but the Wildcats come out strong in the third quarter as the extra point is up and good for Jackson Furman. 7 more for Central with 5:25 left in regulation. It's the Wildcats 28 and the Patriots 14.
Yeah, now the key is they're getting a little frustrated to make sure that we don't get a silly penalty and get somebody thrown out of the game or something, because they're a little frustrated and tired.
Marvin Joseph with a great effort here tonight. 3 touchdowns already for Central, and now Jackson Furman throws a touchdown, his first of the night. That is Jackson's 6th touchdown pass of the season. And what a year it's been for Kylan Thomas, of course, facing adversity, being part of that car crash with Jackson Furman and with Manny Williams. But he's come in since that second game when he was made active, and he's been the best receiver statistically for this team.
Yeah, it's good to see them execute some pitches and catches there. Where we've made some good throws and dropped some, and we made maybe some missed throws there, but it's good to see that happen. That'll be good for us going forward.
Here comes another kickoff brought to you by AP Dodson. Wildcats enjoying homecoming After they trailed early in this game, excellent execution, excellent play calling here in the second half. And now the Patriots having to play from behind with only one timeout left as well.
Yeah, let's play with poise here. When teams get like this, they're tired. We've kind of beat them down finally, and that's when they can lull you into making some undisciplined, unsportsmanlike penalties.
End over end kick for Zimmer will be returned by Lutcher,
Ball's down
who got
again.
hit, and the ball came out. Ball was jarred loose, but Liberty is on top of it. What a hit on a great special teams play by Reese Thompson. Wildcats were not able to get on top of it, but they do continue the momentum, and a hole here for Liberty, who will have it 1st and 10 near their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, you can tell. You can see the body language now. They're really tired, but let's just make sure we finish this. You know, it only takes one play for them. They get it. They get an onside kick or something. Now, I hate to be the old pessimistic coach here, but let's finish the deal here.
Yes, sir. Well said. Wildcats will take on Zachary next week.
Yeah, that'll be a little different tempo.
Yes, that's going to be a good game, as it was last year. Wildcats almost stole one on the road. They'll get the defending state champion Broncos at home this time around. As a play fake, and a throw was nearly intercepted. Excellent coverage on Joshua Davis. It was almost an interception for the Wildcats. Believe that was Rankin, who already has a fumble recovery, almost had an interception. Nice job in coverage. 2nd down.
Yeah, and again, we have them just out of their comfort zone, just out of their game now. So now they're having to do things that they don't like to do, which be try to get big plays on 1st down.
And their pass game looks pretty crisp for a team that runs the ball 90% of the time. They've had some good execution on the RPOs. That 4th down play in the 3rd quarter was maybe the deciding play in this game, as they dropped Preston back. Central read it perfectly, and Loop made a big play as they stop the play here prior to the snap. And a flag on the field, way out at the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
And they didn't get the snap off. Delay game against Liberty. Right next to the Central student section.
Yeah, you know, their passing game is 100% set up by the run game. They run, lull you asleep. Next thing they know, they sneak behind you and hit a big play. But if they're not effectively running the football, they're going to really struggle just to drop back and throw it. That's just not who they are.
2nd and 15. You stop the run, you can have some fun. That's what they say. Always look out for big DK Mays here at the end of games when teams are worn down. As Preston is back to throw under heavy pressure from Scott. He gets hit by Rankin, and the ball comes out. It's still free on the turf. It's being kicked around. Let's see who wants this football. Camden Rankin, I believe, made the hit to jar it loose, and the Wildcats fighting for the football. Let's see who they give it to here. Excellent hit on the play. And the Wildcats defense has really woken up in this second half. And it will be Wildcats football. Central makes another big defensive play, and Bryce Preston, the Liberty quarterback, comes up a little bit gimpy. So the Wildcats are in business. Possession inside the Liberty 20.
Yep. Again, I just think this attrition, we just stuck with it. We kept our poise, and we didn't lose it. We didn't just lose our discipline, even though they were winning. They were beating us at every facet of the game early. And a great job of responding, and I know it's not over, and we're not going to act like it's over. I just get a text from a friend saying, yeah, this is going to be a good win, but sure hasn't been fun to watch.
Well, I think
depends on how you look at it.
In the second half, it certainly has been.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, maybe so. I agree.
Furman back in there at quarterback with Marvin Joseph. Here's the play fake to Joseph. Throw over the middle is caught by Womack. Just short of the goal line. Excellent adjustment by Keith and Womack to haul in the pass from Furman. It's a gain of 11. 1st and goal, Central from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, great catch. Good. Again, great to see Keithan come back and make some big catches after the way we dropped too many balls the first half. So this has been a good bounce back second half for us offensively.
They've done a nice job utilizing the middle of the field, and Furman has thrown some darts. Timeout on the field with 4:39 left in regulation. Wildcats lead it 28-14. They're looking for more, knocking on the door from the Liberty 1-yard line. Looks like we have a player shaking up here.
Yeah, Liberty players down. looks like it's going to be a cramping, and I get it. Again, they have a lot of guys going both ways. So, and even though it's a cool night, that's a lot of effort that they're exerting.
You know they're going to be worn out. Still need to credit this Liberty squad. They were not this competitive in their last couple of games against Zachary and Catholic, but certainly they came to play tonight, and still very impressed by what head coach Andy Boone has been able to do in his first season.
Yeah, absolutely, and they sure punched us in the mouth in the first half, and you got to be proud of our guys for such a good bounce back. Just to, again, keep your poise and just not get so pressurized on every play that you feel like it's going to get away from you.
First and goal for the Wildcats. Jackson Furman in the game with Joseph. Already has 3 touchdowns tonight and a flag on the play.
Illegal participation, I don't know, or substitution. Somebody subbed in. Looks like it's against Liberty, and it's going to move the ball all 3 inches. It's going to be a 3-inch penalty. It might be the shortest penalty in the history of football.
Yes.
Half the distance to the goal is going to be 3 inches.
Half the distance, with not much distance to begin with. But the Wildcats will take it. First and goal, well inside the Liberty 1. They've had a couple of issues with the sideline and communication tonight, have the Patriots. Same formation, Joseph back there with Furman. Here's Jackson to his left. Nice block from Marvin to get Jackson into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Touchdown for Jackson Furman on a beautiful block by Marvin Joseph to spring them free, and the Wildcats have scored the last 34 points.
Yeah, what a great turnaround here. And I want to know, how many plays have we run? I wish I knew that, because this will be probably the fewest number of plays we've run all year and to have the most points.
You were doing a great job counting in the first
lost
half.
Yeah, it was easy. I could do it on 2 hands.
Yes.
I ran out of hands, Mario. I ran out of fingers.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing here in the second half. Wildcats with a complete 180 after they trailed 14-0 after 2 quarters, and Jackson Furman back into the end zone for another rushing touchdown. It is his 4th touchdown on the ground this season. Already has 6 through the air. Then Furman, who's gotten more comfortable, still holding in place of Hayes Mathern, who the Wildcats hope to get back in the coming weeks. Nathan Zimmer, 4 for 4 so far on PATs, and you can make that 5 for 5, my friends. 425 left in this 4th quarter. Central leads Liberty 35-14. That last touchdown brought to you by Keys Pro Paint and Body. The PAT brought to you by Ivy Construction. And the Wildcats continue to pull away.
Yeah, I thought you might give him the 4 for 4 jinx there, Mario, the announcer jinx, but you didn't. So, again, he's kicked the ball really well all year long. And, man, I'm not going to lie, I was a little concerned at half. I didn't know if we could flip the switch here and get this momentum change, but we sure did. And what a great job by the kids and these players and the coaching staff for just sometimes that just you lose a game last week or you didn't play great and somebody comes out and they punch you in the mouth, and it's just sometimes it's hard to get out of that and change that flow and that momentum, and they sure did. So kudos to everybody on this team.
I'm sure they got a good talking to at halftime from Coach Simoneau and company.
Yeah, now, I mean, it almost looked like we were trying to play hard. We just couldn't make a play and just couldn't get to the edge quick enough. You know, instead of a 5-yard loss like on the 4th down play that changed the whole game, it was a 2-yard gain. And the second half, we've made those plays.
Great execution in the 3rd and 4th quarters as Zimmer has it back on the tee. Kicks it away for the Wildcats, who lead by 21 here on homecoming. Central about to already match their win total from last season. If they can take care of business here, as we have a player shaken up, that is Ethan Smith at the 30-yard line.
So, Mario, no turnovers until this 4th quarter. We've had 2, right? So, do we have any turnover sponsors?
Brought to you by Louisiana Turf Company.
Come on.
Good call. We've had a couple. Mentioned it the first time, but good call, Coach. Way to keep me honest. Appreciate Louisiana Turf Company.
My whole job is to sit here and kind of watch the signs up here while you do all the talking. You make it easy, man.
Hey, we got a good connection.
Yeah, you make it easy.
It's our 2nd game together. We certainly miss Josh, but we know we got a good pinch hitter every time he can't make.
I'm sure the listeners are saying, please, Josh, get well for next week.
We miss Josh, Wildcats legend.
Yes, indeed.
As a player, I've had a blast with him on the broadcast. And a timeout on the field called by the Wildcats. 2 left.
Yeah, come on, man. Let's don't get sloppy to finish this thing. And it looks like maybe we're trying to get some young guys in the game, and maybe that's what it is. So I take that back. Get some younger guys in, which is good to see. Give them a few reps.
Speaking of our sponsors, this next timeout is brought to you by our legacy sponsor, Carmina's Collision Center. Stay local. Go see Nick and his staff for quality and expert care at Carmina's Collision. We'd also like to recognize these maroon level sponsors, A&B, General Plumbing, Bank of Zachary, CAS, Roofing and Advising, D&L Electric, and Davis Law Firm. Thank you for all your support of Central High School football. Looks like
Absolutely.
It's going to be a good outcome tonight here, Coach.
Yeah, great homecoming win.
Yes, credit Liberty. Great start for them. I think they could have a bright future under Coach Andy Boone, but the Wildcats made the adjustments in the second half, and it looks like they're going to pick up a win before a big one against Zachary next week.
Absolutely. I think both. I don't know what's happening with Zachary. I haven't gotten any updates yet, but kind of see what happens and when they roll in. We know that's always just going to be a big game.
What an atmosphere that's going to be here at Wildcat Stadium as the first quarterback is back in. That is Owen Ellis. Getting his first snap since the first quarter, and Rankin makes the play, comes up a little bit gimpy. It is a gain of 4 for Liberty.
Yeah, that's a little bit surprising. He's back in the game, and they moved it up and down the field on us, and I don't know what happened, but good run by him.
Gain of 2, formerly. Now 3 as they changed on the scoreboard. 2nd and 7 for the Patriots. Ellis hands off, or pitches, I should say, right side. Jeremiah Lutcher looking for some room, doesn't find much. Lutcher had himself a heck of a first half, got in the end zone from 5 yards out to open scoring, but the Wildcats have kept them in check in the second half.
That's the old Leonard Fournette toss power that Leonard Fournette used to. Everybody used to get tired of watching it, but he sure was effective at it at LSU with Les Miles.
Shout out Les. Saw a lot of that. Here's the play to Lutcher, right side, and nice effort. Clearly the Patriots will fight till the end here. Tackle was made on the play by Nathaniel Daly, but it is a first down for Liberty.
Yeah, but it looks like they've kind of just gone back to doing what they do. You know, and I get it. Look, you're down 2 scores, and they had to try to do something to maybe get a quick hitter. But this is who they are, and this is what they're good at. And so it's tough. It's still tough for these young guys to defend this.
Got some second stringers in the game for Central. Jamarian Jackson on the D-line. Here's Lutcher trying to right side. Stiff arms a man. Nice gain on first down for Lutcher, who's got 13 before he was taken down by Bo Hill. First down for Liberty.
Yeah, Lutcher's a good football player. He's played really well offensively, and he's been a good, solid defensive back for them tonight. So he's an excellent player.
Nathan Ashmore also in the game for Central along the defensive line. Keon Coverson in at DB. Here's a play fake as Owen rolls out to his left. He's under some heavy pressure, gets away from it. Nice block at the end of the play, and Owen Ellis is down to the Central 50. Nice pop by Nathaniel Daly on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 for Liberty.
He's tough. He wasn't going down there. We hit him hard a couple times on that play.
So the Patriots fight until the end. Give them credit.
Mm-hmm.
Clock is live with under 2:20 to play here in regulation. Wildcats about to pick up another win.
Hard to complain about 7-1, Mario.
Yes, sir. Lutcher tries the right side again, gets a nice block, now cuts it back towards the middle, and Jeremiah Lutcher is into Wildcat territory, down to the Central 46. It'll bring up a 3rd down as we are under 2 minutes to play here in Wildcat Stadium.
Really good play by Bo Hill there. He did a really good job of getting to the edge and taking on the block and forcing him to go back inside where the pursuit can make the play. Because if he gets to the edge there, that might have been a touchdown. Good job by Bo.
And Bo certainly made the most out of his PT in the second half of some of these games. Had a forced fumble as well as fumble recovery in that game a few weeks ago. Now a 3rd and 1 for Liberty. See if they can move the chains here. Ellis puts a man in motion, hands it off, and falling forward, getting just enough for the first down. Cole Pierce moving the chains for Liberty to the Central 44 with 1:23 to play.
Yep, doing what they do now, doing what they do. And, again, that's good defense, but they just get enough every play, it seems like, just a positive play every play, and move the sticks. This is going to be a really good win for Central. I know it just didn't seem like it, but it really is.
I agree. Faced some adversity, came back strong in the second half. Is a double kind of pitch here. And, again, the Patriots play until the very end, all the way down to the 30, is the ball carrier, Lutcher, who has had a good game tonight, stopping the clock with 59 seconds as there's a Patriot player shaking up at the 40.
Yes, Hayes Mathern, the quarterback. I don't know what happened. He kind of got out in front, maybe trying to lead block on that double reverse there, inside reverse, but I don't know what happened.
All injury timeouts tonight brought to you by Ochsner Sports Medicine. One more time, we'll remind you about Dr. Jeremy Burnham and Dr. Sean Bradley, their team providing world-class care to our student athletes of all sports, whether it's before, during, or after the game. The Ochsner Andrews Sports Medicine team here in Baton Rouge ensure our athletes perform at their peak. In times of injury, their sports medicine team diligently works to get our athletes back into the game swiftly and safely. Learn more at ochsner.com/sportsmedicine.
I don't know if everybody recognizes or realizes it, but how lucky we are to have Ochsner as a part of this athletic program. They are so good. Dr. Burnham and his team, and they do an amazing job for Central High School. Lucky to have them.
Well said. So the Wildcats will welcome the Broncos to town next week. They're taking on Woodlawn tonight, trying to get a score on that game. But going in, Zachary was 5-1 as Lutcher gets another handoff. Now bounces it out to the right. And Lutcher down to the 20, still running hard for Liberty, setting Liberty up with another 1st and 10 inside the Central 20.
Yep, and they're going to pick up the pace here. Maybe they can try to punch one in here before the end of the game. And I give it to Coach Boone, good, well-coached football teams. You play to the end. It doesn't matter. Every play, they're getting better for maybe even the next game.
Here's the pitch out to Joshua Davis. And Davis breaks the tackle near the 20, spins inside the 10, and Joshua Davis is down to the Wildcats 6.
That was a really nice play by them, but I think the referees are getting tired too because that was a blatant clip on the edge by Liberty that sprung him for the last 15 yards.
Well, it doesn't look like they'll get off another snap here. Patriots have a timeout if they want to use it. Looks like they'll try and get up to the ball quickly. They do get one more snap off.
And
here's Preston.
They weren't set.
Reverse and field, inside the 10, inside the 5, hit near the goal line, helicopters his way into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Patriots. On the final play, what an effort by Bryce Preston to reverse field, and I respect that, playing until there's zeros on the clock.
I give them that, but they had 4 guys that weren't set before that ball was snapped.
You said it. The referees at this point just don't care.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
That's your defensive coaches are going to be really mad about that when they watch film tomorrow.
Yes. You noticed it right away.
Oh, they were not even close to set.
They're going to away. And on a 2-point conversion.
There we go. Finish it with a
right
stop.
Side, it's Davis, but he has nowhere to go. It was read beautifully by the Wildcats. And that's a heck of a way to finish the game. As it's a 34-14 final for a Central. Exclamation point was put on by Nathaniel Daly on that play, and the Wildcats get their 7th win of the season. They improved to 7-1 and bounced back from that loss against Catholic last week as the final score from Wildcat Stadium here tonight, Central 35 and Liberty 20. Coach Watts had a blast calling the game with you. Great win for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it was, man. Mario did a great job, man. That was a hard game to call the first half. You did a great job in that. And what a great win. You know, it felt like this was going to be maybe we found a way to eke it out and not feel good about it, but what a great job the second half. We won the second half 35-6. That's pretty good.
Yes.
That was dominating fashion, so that was a great win.
Great to see. 3 touchdown runs for Marvin Joseph here tonight. Jackson Furman had himself a rushing touchdown, also a passing touchdown to Kylan Thomas, who continues his excellent season. A lot of good from both sides of the ball going into a huge game next week against Zachary.
It's going to be wild next week. It's going to be exciting. I have some Zachary friends coming around that'll be here at the game next week, Brent Gayron and John Guestfeld. I know they're going to be in the house next week. It's going to be exciting, and what a great broadcast. What a great team that puts this broadcast together.
Excellent production value. Thanks to our crew, our director, Tyler. Great job as always for Coach Wesley Watts. I am Mario Jerez saying good night from Wildcat Stadium. It's a 35-20 win for Central over Liberty. We'll see you next Friday night against Zachary. Thank you for watching Wildcats football.
Go Wildcats.